Oh, I see it there.
I'm trying to see what you know. No, open up wide, bitch. I'm trying to make it choke. I'm loaded belt. I'm in need of a load. Off that damn pop, bitch. I'm looking for the throat. Go. Yeah. Go. Put it on your man, give me slow. Spin it, make it slam, and you go. Bring your own record, bitch. You know that you the throat. Good head on your shoulders. Who you winning? Go on the stick. Who you spitting? Two hand twists up the head, got me spinning. She done made a nigga nut off the head in 5 minutes. I be playing with her titties and her cooch. She a freak, she be licking on my gooch. Suck the nuts, kiss the head, give it smooch. Wide open with the balls, I'ma shoot. Something good and I'ma bless your damn cash out. Stay too long on the head, I'ma spaz out. I sell dope when we finish, I'ma stab out. I'ma hop up in this foreign, you gon' crab out. Turn me on when you wear that damn lip gloss. And I know that pussy fat like Rick Ross. Bitch, I like my dick sucked with your tits out. I got something that can fit up in that big mouth. Two-tongue rings, I'm trying to see what you know. Open up wide, bitch, I'm trying to make it choke. I'm loaded belt, I'm in need of a load. Off that damn pop, bitch, I'm looking for the throat. Go. Yeah. Go. Put it on your...
Alright. It's your boy Corey Royalton, and this is Sunday at 6 Shop Talk Podcast. Like I said, it's Corey Royalton.
My name's Royce.
Oh.
Show.
Chico.
You already know me.
Sean.
I'm Michelle.
Finest shirts ever made.
DJ Elon.
So yeah. Before we got on here, man, we was talking about this basketball, man. We was talking about Bron. Who was a better all-time athlete, LeBron James or MJ? Jordan. I'm going with Jordan. I'm quite sure everybody that's watching this joint got on some Jordans on their feet because he's the illest that ever did it. You know what I mean? What shoes you buying first, Jordan or Bron?
Probably some granny stuff.
My bad, I got a bronze on.
You got bronze. We got one person with bronze on.
I'm probably with
You know what I mean?
They comfortable. That's right. They comfortable. They comfortable.
Oh yeah, of course. All right, but let's get into who's a better athlete. Okay, we know Bron killing them right now, but like I say, man, I follow Jordan back to the Tar Heels. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. Bron.
What
we talking about? We talking about shoes or we talking about?
We talking about better athlete. Yeah, accolades.
Real quick, raise your hands real quick before we start that. Bron, hands up.
Oh yeah, Bron.
Bron, who you is, Bron?
I'm
I got something that...
morally, I like LeBron James. I'm sorry.
I'm a Kobe Bryant fan, so I gotta go with
MJ,
MJ.
hands
I
up.
gotta
Who got MJ?
You both got to win.
Well, it's already unanimous.
Mike.
I gotta go with MJ.
Mike all day. So Mike win this one.
Yeah, accolades.
Mike win this one.
You said what?
Bron.
Mike win this one.
Bron.
If you want to go Mike fan.
If you want to go athletics, I'll go with.
Athletics.
Yeah, I'll go with Jordan.
I think he the best. I think he the best athletic person I ever seen. LeBron, but killer instinct, all the accolades, Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? But the best athlete ever. They're doing the longevity of his career and never been hurt. LeBron James. But had an influence in the game.
Oh, of course, Michael Jordan did that first.
In the game and changed the style, everything. The swag, everything. He did a lot. A lot of accolades, man. Like come from Mike.
I don't know. Cause you say that, but I say LeBron had a big effect as far as like all around star and all that.
LeBron couldn't. Let's talk about the Cavaliers. LeBron couldn't bring him home when he first started with him. He had to go elsewhere. He had to go and step on Dwayne Wade in the feet. He had to go step on Dwayne Wade in the feet.
It's a big game though. So around the same time that Bron went to his first finals, Jordan was still playing college ball when he was 22. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what we talking about? If Jordan was that nigga at 18, then he would have never hit the shot against Georgetown. So if someone from 18 years old all the way through and still playing 18 years later, got to go with Bron, bro.
They're still balling and competitive.
Bron, man, it ain't even close.
Man, that's true. I'm not
People
gonna
get caught up.
switch my
People
shit.
get caught up.
LeBron is taking
He
steroids.
one of the best all time. I'll put it.
LeBron is taking steroids.
Hold on, sir.
LeBron is taking steroids.
No, sir.
Yes, he on roids, and I don't mean him joints. He on the roids, and not the him joints. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he on the roids.
Right.
You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, look how big that dude is.
I think what it is that we watching greatness happen right in front of us, and I think we don't want to admit that it's happening. Like when we saw Jordan, we saw greatness happening. We didn't think we was gonna see something like that again, and then we see Kobe. Kobe's pretty much a mini-me Jordan, and then we get LeBron, who's something we've never seen like that before, and we're watching greatness happen right in front of our eyes. We've never seen anybody play the game this long at that level. You know what I'm saying?
Because after year 14, Kobe was a fraction of himself.
And it's like,
broke down,
yeah, like we talk,
injury every year.
yeah,
from his
and we
Achilles
talk
to his
about
elbow to his finger.
Shoulder.
we talk about this. We talk about this.
That's because he was playing with no
But
steroids.
see, this is my thing though.
The nigga got the juice.
Hold on, we talk about this killer instinct, but at the end of the day, it's a team game, and that's why I like LeBron. He's very business minded. So, but I give you that. But my thing is,
32 greatest players of
but,
all time.
but I look at this though. But
32 of them.
But hold on, this
Came out of Michael Jordan era.
see, this is what I want to get into
Stop them.
before we got off camera. So you remember? So think about when you was young. Think about when you was a kid. Say y'all was gonna play a game of kickball. You a captain, I'm a captain. What you do first? When you pick people, you pick the best players, right? You pick the best players because that increases your probability of winning. So we get so hold up on let's stay on one team and try to work my ass the hardest I can and try to be successful. But LeBron is like, why do I need to work that hard when other people want to play with me? That's why I like his business sense. That's people. We look at basketball and think it as a sport. The NBA is a business. It's a business first. It's a business first. And when you play the game, that's the problem. A lot of these people, when they play these sports, they're not business minded. Of course, I would want to play with the best people because I don't have to work as hard. You don't want to be the guy have to drop 50, 60 a game.
And another
Shouts out
thing,
to Tom
when people
Brady.
look back to the 80s, it was super teams in the 80s. Goddamn, the Boston Celtics had 6 Hall of Famers on it. The Lakers had 5 Hall of Famers.
I'm a Giants fan. I hate that nigga, but
So
he
it's
did the
been-
same shit.
It's been superstar
Let's talk
teams.
about it. The Lakers for a long time. Yeah, they had Horror and all that stuff, but it was Kobe and Shaq for the long.
Niggas still down playing. Oh,
You feel what I'm
They
saying?
had Kobe on and Gary Payton too.
niggas down.
With Kobe and Shaq on there?
Yeah, and they got
bro.
lost 4-1.
And they lost that shit.
They lost 4-1.
What's that? They lost the
Y'all talking about other thing. I'm talking about GOAT. Who is the GOAT?
MJ.
Mike.
Bron.
Bring my
Mike's the
dudes
GOAT.
above.
I
Straight
would
up.
say Mike is the GOAT because he led the way for everybody.
Exactly. People ain't want to start playing ball until they seen Mike.
Bron the GOAT and he's still playing. So we can't. His career ain't even over yet.
But
He in the
LeBron looked
conversation.
up
Like,
to the GOAT.
He looked up to the GOAT. Everybody.
You want to say who's the GOAT?
LeBron looks like a GOAT.
Michael Jordan
Exactly.
Michael Jordan left the game
Do you
twice.
see what the steroids doing to his hair? Like,
Shout out to LeBron.
It's crazy.
Shout out
He
to
got
LeBron.
He got the
But
piece
Mike
from
is
a
the
ball.
GOAT.
Like his piece received. Like that shit crazy.
Exactly.
KD joints fucked up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's why we talking about KD. Why we talking about KD? At the end of the day, I watched one of the years. I was locked up when they was going together. Braun and KD and they was going at each other. That was a sweet ass motherfucking playoff and your championship champ. KD was lighting their ass up.
But you know what KD did?
You know what I'm saying?
KD made an excellent, even though we hate it,
Yeah.
he made an excellent business move.
Fact.
This same
If I can't
team,
beat him, I'm
this
going.
same team that he lost a 3-1 series the year before, let me go join them. This is also a team that already beat this is already a team that's already beat the Cavs. They've already beat them. So
But
I'm
they
like,
also
shit.
lost 3-1 that same year to the Cavs. So they
Yeah.
KD and
So why not go there and get 2 easy rings? We got to start thinking smarter. Stop thinking so hard. Like,
Niggas mad at KD, but niggas ain't mad at
Why
Sprint.
people
Sprint,
thinking
what you
Steph?
see more?
Why people thinking Steph and Clay? When KD went over there, it won't about Steph and Clay.
No,
It won't.
Yeah,
It won't about Steph and Clay when
Well, if
KD
you got-
went.
If you got Steph and Clay as a second and third option, how garbage?
But yo,
you expect to be?
Steph, that is Steph's team.
And Steph let
That
KD,
is Steph's
Steph
team.
let KD win.
Yes, they started bowing down to KD. Yes, master.
He couldn't win without him.
Yes, master. You ain't feeling that, is it? Speak your mind.
No, I'm
Speak your
gonna-
mind. All right,
What I
speak your
mean
mind.
is, listen, it was no superstars on it. They developed as a superstar as Golden State. They developed
yeah,
as superstars.
Yeah, they built that team up. You're right.
They built that team up, so they ain't need KD.
Yes, they did.
They definitely needed KD.
They lost 3-1.
That's it. I'm just
Good. Listen.
they didn't need KD. They won 2 rings before KD got there. So,
They needed KD.
huh?
They needed KD.
They didn't need KD. KD fold his motherfucking tail like LeBron. A king.
What bro just
Listen,
said?
no, a king.
Bruh.
When that fold your tail and go
See,
to another
see,
man's
see, that's-
house.
see,
He went to Miami.
See, that's the
He
problem.
went to
like,
Miami.
we
and-
keep. You
he
can't.
went
You
to
can't.
Miami.
You got. You got. See,
He went to Wade.
you gotta change.
County.
You gotta change. You gotta change the mindset.
He went to
Hold on,
Wade
real quick,
County.
hold on, real quick. You know they
Not
lost
Dade
the-
County.
Hold
He
on.
went to Wade
He went
County.
to Wade County.
Yeah, he went to Wade
He went to
County.
Wade
You know what I
County.
mean? Yeah.
No, you the
He went to
king.
Wade
You the face
County.
of- Hold on, you the face of the NBA. You the face of the NBA. You went to Wade County, right? You the face of the NBA.
And you went to Wade County.
You don't national
Hey,
TV.
you-
Hold on, you can I talk? Stop playing.
You can talk
Please,
to me, talk
Rashawn.
bullshit. We
I'm
gonna
just
cut you off,
saying.
nigga.
I'm just saying. Listen, I'm gonna break it down to y'all. Listen,
Come on.
he get on national TV on ESPN. The world waiting. I'm thinking.
Now the decision
Hold
was
on.
that was. I'm sorry.
I'm thinking. Damn, you a king. You the face of the NBA. You from Cleveland. You from Cleveland.
And you go to Wade County.
And you say, I'm taking my time. Wade County.
You know what I mean?
I got a
Straight up.
hold on.
Straight up.
Hold on, I got a-
Straight up.
He's not a
Straight up.
king.
I'm straight up.
I'm not disrespecting my city. I'm not disrespecting my fucking city. Where I come from.
Hold on,
Yeah, straight up.
real quick.
I'm not disrespecting. I'm staying here, man. We gonna build this shit.
What you say? I say show? 100.
We gonna build this shit.
100.
You
know what I mean?
That's all I'm saying.
100.
First of all, he's from Akron, so let's get this.
Man, he
straight.
from
He's
Cleveland.
from Akron, so that's number one. Number
No,
two.
Where's Akron?
He's a
Down the street.
It's like
That's
Chester
where-
Brown.
I grew up in Ohio.
No,
too.
so
You know what I mean?
so you was on Petersburg if a nigga put it on you?
no. I claim 804.
Yeah,
like
straight
that.
up.
It's
I
been-
can be.
You
Yeah,
play
804.
Petersburg?
804.
If we get a
You
team
play
right now,
Petersburg?
804.
I'm
You
not a
play
Saints
Petersburg?
fan. I'm not a Chicago fan no more.
You claim
If
Petersburg?
we get a team right now,
804. You can say I'm from Dinwiddie or
I'm
Gucci.
mad.
I'm from
I
804.
respect that. I
I'm
respect
All right,
mad.
so with that being said,
We never had a team. I'm
okay,
mad. Fuck
let's say you've
Chicago.
been,
Fuck
let's say you've been
Mike.
at your job 7
This
years.
is me.
Let's say you've been at your job 7 years. You hit a ceiling in your job. You can't get no further, can't get a promotion, can't get to the next level at your job. You work in Cleveland, the ugliest city in America, hands down.
Right.
Cleveland
But you
look like
supposed, he was
Colorado.
supposed to
No,
put
let me
Cleveland
finish,
on
let
the
me
map.
finish.
Hold on, man.
Like,
He was
It is on the map.
He was Cleveland's economy. He was Cleveland's economy. Miami went up.
Miami went back.
He got a good point.
Hold on.
Hey, y'all tap in on the comments. Tap in on the comments.
He got a good point.
Finish his talk.
Tap in on them comments, y'all.
Let me finish his thought. Let me finish his thought.
So look, so you mean to tell me you can't get a promotion on your job? You work in Cleveland, the ugliest city in America,
Ugly.
and a nigga offer you a chance to make more money to go to South Beach with your homeboy
And tax
and
free.
work with your nigga in goddamn Florida where they
How
no
was, when was
state
he?
tax.
When was that established that that was his nigga?
Him and Dwayne Wade been boys since the trial fucking
but
since
hold on.
ABCD camps.
Oh, I heard you.
Wait,
Hey, hold on, and Miami was the 8th seed the year before, so it wasn't like he went to a contender.
No, but if you talk about money, Dave Chappelle got offered more money and he turned it down.
But
Okay.
nobody
Okay.
but nobody has LeBron the ball in the dress though, so it ain't the same circumstances.
Oh, let's talk about it.
That's why
about
Dave
it?
Chappelle turned the money down.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, but
LeBron had dresses on multiple commercials. I love
Yeah.
LeBron.
You the face of the
We
NBA.
don't talk about 'cause he
Anybody
Wade
would
was
come
right.
to Cleveland and play with you.
No, sir. They would not come. That's why he left. He tried to get Bosh to come for 2 years before that. Would not
Who
come.
going to Cleveland?
Nobody.
Like,
People from Cleveland don't want to be there.
Yeah, nobody's going to Cleveland.
Thanks.
If it's people in the comments from Cleveland, they ain't gonna tell you.
You leave, then you had the nerve to come back.
You can't do that?
And won.
The nerve to come back.
And won.
Yeah, you got somebody else.
No,
I don't even want it. You didn't win and got a ship for somebody else.
Let me I look at LeBron's time in Miami as him going to college.
Thank you.
He went to college for 4 years.
Thank you.
Got 2 rings. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna come back home. I'm gonna take the knowledge and skills that I developed down here.
How long was LeBron playing? How long was he playing before he went?
7 years.
7
years before he went to Miami.
Yeah.
I don't think you can name that college.
Miami Bron.
You can't name that college.
I think Miami Bron is the best Bron, bro. I think he was the best Bron.
In Miami?
And then he comes back to his home city, promised them a ring. He gets one in his second year back.
The only person to come back from a 3-1 lead.
Come on now.
NBA Finals.
He's the only player in history that got a ring on 3. That led a team to a ring on 3 separate occasions, bro.
You do not. You
That's
disrespect.
real.
That's not disrespectful.
He was on roids.
Man, listen, man. Draymond Green.
He was
Draymond
on
Green didn't lead the
roids.
Warriors.
Hold on, I'm ready to tell you.
He didn't lead the Warriors.
I'm ready to break it down to you.
He cheated. If NBA was sex, he took a Viagra.
No, oh my God. I'm just saying. Listen.
Oh shit.
Every sports, everything, entertainment, everything is just off control. Listen, he the face of the NBA, right? They did this for a reason. Draymond Green, when he won that ring, came with 3-1. He know what I'm ready to say. 3-1, Draymond Green gets suspended. The next game, Steph Curry get fouled out. Played unbelievable, great defense, Hall of Fame defense too. A lot of questions, right? A lot of questions was about that. Everything was fixed. It's just like that. Everything is controlled.
But it's a business.
Everything is
It's a business, dog.
You can't hold on like you said.
It's a business, dog.
Lou Williams was out.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's a business.
Everything is not.
We look at the NBA. We look at the NBA as a
What's
game.
the fix when Jordan won his second three-peat then?
Was it fixed when Jordan went to go play baseball?
And came
To
out.
try to hide all that bullshit he was doing on the sideline.
Don't come for Jordan, bro.
I love Jordan.
Draymond Green.
But LeBron be putting kids in college, dog.
Draymond Green did this.
LeBron be putting kids in
But
college. I
if you
love
look at that same game,
LeBron.
And Jordan is giving inmates somewhere to
Steph
sleep
Curry
at.
got found out.
Hold on. But Draymond got suspended. LeBron, hold on. Draymond got suspended. That game, LeBron put up 41. Draymond Green come back the next game. How much LeBron put up? He put up 41 again. Stop trying to make like Draymond Green really hell he had an answer, dog.
No answer.
Come on, he put up 41 when he wasn't there. He came back and put 41 when he came back. Stop it.
Kevin Love was hurt. They went 4-2
When the Warriors won their first championship, those guys who voted for Finals MVP, if they would have went to a 7th game and they still would have lost, they still thought about making LeBron James Finals MVP. He'd have been the first Finals MVP on a losing team. Come on, dog. He led every statistic, man.
Get his numbers worked out.
That's his job. That's his job.
Jordan never did that.
That's his job.
Let me ask y'all this. I mean, if we're gonna get out this subject, after I ask y'all this.
Okay.
You hear my cousin, man? You tripping.
I'm gonna ask y'all this.
You over there smoking that goddamn Zaza.
We're gonna get out this subject after I ask y'all this. Raise your hand if you watch Space Jam more than once. Jordan win. Jordan win.
LeBron Space Jam come on this year.
Jordan win. If you watch Space Jam more than once,
I promise you.
you know what I mean. You a Jordan fan.
I'm a waste by Space Jam too. Jordan to us is what LeBron is to the younger generation.
No, they ain't.
He is.
I know Jordan already.
Kids in high school, middle school, and shit buy LeBrons.
Kids know who Jordan is because they buy Jordan.
Exactly.
Hold on. Jordan got the #1 selling shoe. We ain't gonna talk about the shoe.
I give you that.
We ain't gonna talk about the shoe.
But they not buying it. They not buying it off of seeing him play. They buying him off of clout. They buy it off of clout.
His clout.
We buy it off of clout.
His clout.
No, from
But they watch LeBron right now.
clout.
That's why they buy his shoes now because they seeing him play.
Kids know who Michael Jordan is more over the meme than the fucking athlete that he was.
Yeah.
The crying
They look at
shit.
the crying mean.
Yeah, they know that shit.
But they don't know him off his game.
Motherfucking
They don't know him off
brain.
his game. Yeah. They don't know him off his game.
Our generation. We're not talking about kids. We're not talking about
My point is
I
that
brought up Space Jam because that's our generation.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, our
and
generation.
the next generation is going to be like that for LeBron.
You good?
But I
They're gonna be like
yeah,
that with him.
Thank you. But no, I still believe Jordan is the GOAT because he led the way.
Thank you.
He led the way.
Me too.
We'll never win this argument.
Facts.
It'll keep going.
Yeah, and that's what it's supposed
I
to be.
mean, but if you ask LeBron who he looked up to, it would most likely be Jordan.
Of
So
course.
he's the GOAT.
LeBron started playing basketball because Jordan.
That's cool.
Straight up. He was Cleveland,
I brought it.
Arkansas,
Jordan
Little
said
Rock,
he picked Kobe.
wherever the hell you from. You started goddamn playing basketball because you seen Jordan with the
goat.
goddamn a GOAT playing.
Like
And
a
Jordan
Hall
he
of
made it
Famer,
so
right?
that
These
the
Hall of
black
Famers,
athletes on top of
They
he's
I'm talking about
like, we
Jordan.
don't want to go deeper.
Jordan.
He made
Jordan
it.
damn near started the fadeaway.
Hold on.
He damn near started the fadeaway.
Hold on, Ro.
Let's talk about it. And
That's what's
perfected
up.
it.
I want to say
Hold on,
something.
that's
And then
what's up.
we'll go to the next subject. I'm just saying. I'm going to end it with this. A Hall of Fame, all the Hall of Famers, they say Michael Jordan never said he was the greatest. He even might say, this nigga get on national TV when he won it against Cleveland. When he won the break for Cleveland. That's it. I feel like I'm the greatest.
He can't do that.
But can
You can't do that. You can't do that.
Why?
You was bad.
But
can you finish the quote?
Came
finish the
quote? Came before
Hold
me.
up.
Can you finish the
Facts.
quote?
James.
Hold
They
on.
won 10. They
Can
won
you
11
finish the
rings.
quote?
And we talking about Wilt Chamberlain.
No, we talking about
He better than Wilt all them
quote
too.
that he made.
Talk about-
He
I'm
better
talking
than
about
Wilt.
the quote.
You can't
Can
never,
you
you
finish
can't
the
never
quote?
say you the fucking
Hold on,
But
greatest.
that wasn't the whole quote.
Uh-oh.
Finish the quote.
Hold on.
What was the
That
quote?
wasn't the
Go
whole
and
quote.
finish.
Nigga, you know that wasn't the whole
He
quote.
said,
You know that wasn't the. That's why you smiling. Let's go.
That's what he
He
said.
You know that wasn't the
paraphrased. He
whole quote.
paraphrased it.
Well, he didn't, but finish the quote.
That's what he said.
But that was part of what he said. That's an excerpt. Finish the
So
quote.
what's the quote?
The quote was, he said at that moment, I feel like, hey, I'm the greatest. Matter of fact, not even the greatest. I feel like I accomplished something right there that hadn't been done before because he was the first person in NBA history to come back from a 3-1 lead. That's what he said.
Hey.
I know you did make a statement.
Sit your ass down.
That was and there was a private conversation he was having with his
You
manager
cannot
at
say
the
you're the
time.
greatest. The
He was
people
talking
gotta
to
say that.
Mav in private.
We, us,
It's a
we have to
difference.
say
It's a
it.
difference.
We have to decide that, man.
And I agree with you.
We
But
have
he
to
also
decide that.
said that's when he felt like that was when he felt like he did something
Man,
that
he
was
ain't doing
worthy
a
of
damn
being
motherfucking
acknowledged.
thing.
It was the steroids talking.
Bro, just
It was the steroids talking.
So we gonna let him slide because he was on steroids.
It's literally niggas tell you wasn't shit the whole time. Going all the way into motherfucking, just like I'm relaying this to the Kwame Brown shit. A million people that told you you ain't shit for years. And the nigga was like, nigga, fuck that. I've been this shit. I've been on it. And he talked that shit what your show just
I
said.
respect Kwame, bro.
Alright, going to the Kwame shit.
Those ain't supposed to fight.
Me personally,
Man, are you
if
talking about bars?
DJing
Bars,
was
yeah.
basketball, I think he go up there with Kobe and Bron and them. He one of them. He's a great with the DJing in the city. In Richmond, you need to fuck with DJ Elon because he gonna come and rock your party. You can be in Fairfield and Selden, and he'll come turn that bitch up. He'll come tear that bitch up.
Fairfield to show up on the shots.
Shout out to
I live
everybody.
around
Everybody.
Fairfield, Newark.
Come fuck with my DJ Elon.
You probably see me out there.
Yeah, you the only one that got a real DJ drop. For real. Let's talk about it.
Good, yo.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to DJ Envy.
But to switch the conversation a little bit, what y'all think about that Kwame Brown shit that's going on YouTube?
Kwame Brown exposing these niggas. Yeah, that is.
Yeah, that's true.
Exposing them. Niggas saying he hurt. The nigga exposing niggas.
It's gonna
He
be
done
hard.
broke. Hey, I fuck with
Why
Shaw.
people talk about that's the thing. Like, why people would talk about other people. Like, everybody go through shit in life.
Niggas talk
Everybody
about
go
people.
through failure, right? So that's the whole thing about Kwame Brown. No, y'all like coons.
Broke that shit
The white
down,
man telling you what to say, who to pick on. No, you not perfect than Kwame Brown. Both of them niggas ain't never win a ring.
Facts.
The one that's talking.
That's facts. Betty
So
White, go ahead.
that's what I don't like when people wanna talk about another person or talk down on another motherfucking person, man.
People talk bad about a person because they fucking hate themselves. You ever been around
Absolutely.
motherfuckers that talk about people all
That's
day?
insecurity.
Them
That's
motherfuckers hate
it's a
themselves.
lot, man. It's a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah.
People talk shit about people who ain't doing. If you ain't doing nothing, that's when you talk shit.
When you talking down on someone, man, it's crazy. It's mind blowing to me.
Everybody got
I don't love it. You know what I'm saying?
I think
You is really fucked up mentally. If you just worry about another motherfucker, man.
I think Kwame Brown made
And all this shit going on in this world. I
What
mean,
is it
it's
about
just-
Charlamagne? Y'all got to update.
Charlamagne.
Well, he
Oh,
basically-
Charlamagne was talking about his people. So Charlamagne actually did it in a smart way of talking about Kwame.
Nah, I was fucked up.
Yeah, you gotta.
I don't want to say it's a smart way.
That was
Okay.
fucked
We-
I would
we
say
pulled up this clip.
Charlamagne was in there. They were talking about Kwame on a news article, portion of the show. And then Charlamagne talked about his whole. He was like, I don't fuck, y'all niggas fucking with Kwame. I wouldn't do it because his family did this, that, and the third. Talking about his brothers and all that. Like, I guess they got caught for murder or whatever. Or some other dumb shit. But basically, he broke down Kwame's shit and what it felt like Charlamagne was trying to fuck with his character off his family. And Kwame came back at him like, hold on, bro, you don't even know shit. Like, you talking about you know me because you from South Carolina, but you really don't. So, I mean, you gotta watch the videos, y'all. It ain't no hurt shit, bro. Like, really be going in. He got the facts. He been sitting there waiting. Stop
He been
poking
sitting there
sleep in
waiting.
bed.
Waiting to outrun his mouth.
That's
what it sound like to
This
me.
man accomplished something that every child in a project or in this world, period, that got to the NBA and bought his mother a house, on a goddamn golf course. That's something that I ain't do yet. You know what I'm saying? So like a motherfucker opinion or talking down on a person, this nigga accomplished something that I wish my kids or my future kids could do. You know what I'm saying? It just it's not like this shit is. This world we living in is full of lies and full of corruption, man. I hate it, right? That's why I do the fuck I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I do the fuck I want to do. I don't think how you think. It is like I don't know, man. This life is crazy.
You worry about
I
people's
wish
opinions?
the next life.
Nah.
I wish the next life. I want to know what the next
Yeah.
life.
That ass,
is.
you gonna
Nah,
fuck
you
your own
just
shit
motherfucker,
up.
I tell you that.
You can't worry about people's opinions.
Yeah, facts, man.
That ass.
Everybody have
got
opinions. Like right now, we talk. Everybody have their own.
Now that don't give you a pass, man. I don't mean to cut you off. That don't give you a pass to do wild shit. Whoever out there watching, don't do wild dumb shit because only God can judge me. Nah, still be a human being, treat people right, all that shit. But at the same time, fuck everybody's opinions, bro. Do your life, man. Live your life, man.
All right, to switch it up a little bit. Being that we got two ladies in the room. All right.
Oh, this is my topic.
I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Being that we got two ladies in the room. Let me ask the ladies first. Would you rather work while you in a relationship, or would you rather work single? Would you want to have your money coming in with somebody or by yourself?
I mean, that don't matter. I can vote.
Okay.
What would you rather? What would you rather do?
I'm gonna be honest with you. So when you say work, you mean like for somebody else or just in general?
In
your own?
general, when you getting money, do you want to get it with your man or by yourself?
I feel like in a relationship, and when you're in a relationship, the ultimate goal is to get money together. So I'm not one of them people who's big on clocking in and stuff. You know, I will work part-time for a company, but I feel like you should have your own thing going on anyway. So if you're in a relationship, I feel like those two people need to come together and build something together. Because what is the point?
That's how you build wealth.
Yeah.
You gotta have family first.
But you have to work regardless, because I mean, you don't want to be one of them people that just don't have shit. I mean, I'm not one of the people who just don't have shit. So I just feel like, but when you're in a relationship, I feel like it becomes different. You still have your separate lives and the things that you had before you came into that relationship. However, you know, if you can't come into a relationship and agree on something to build wealth together, because it ain't just gonna be about sex and all the other stuff in a relationship. You gotta get the bag. You know, otherwise, because the bag will cause issues in a relationship. From any standpoint. So,
Me personally, I'm a little, I'm selfish.
Or controlling, probably.
That's why you
It ain't even more. It ain't even more. It ain't even more controlling or whatever. But say, boom, I'm in a relationship. I'm clocking your money. You feel what I'm saying? Some go down like, boo, you going to have on this. This and the third. It's all about. I'm just selfish. I'm selfish. You feel what I'm saying? I'm selfish. I'm just letting. I'm being real. I'm a Sagittarius. I don't lie. You feel what I'm saying? I'm going to see how I can finesse you.
Fuck that.
I am a finesser.
He just put some Sagittarius up there on the.
I'm a finesser.
Now.
I'm a finesser. You know what I'm saying?
But wait a minute.
Oh,
As
goodness.
far as
I
what
mean,
you're saying, I kind of feel like it all depends on how you were raised, right? Because for me, in the household I grew up, my father's a pastor. He was
Spoiled.
a provider. No, not spoiled. He was the head. And so if I'm in a relationship, you have to have all the qualities to actually lead in order for me to follow. Now, if you're going to be my king, I'm your queen. I'm beside you. I'm not behind you. You understand? And being that I have 3 kids, you know what I'm saying? Whoever decides to come in my life, you have to be able to lead my entire household because I come with a package.
So what did you consider leading?
You have to be the head, period. So you have to make sure you're able to provide. You have to secure my heart, secure my feelings. You have to be there for me. But not to say that it doesn't go both ways, but you carry a heavy load. A man is built differently than a woman. You understand what I'm saying? Your build as a man, physically and mentally, is totally different from a woman. You feel me? So you got to be able, you got to be able to be able to do those things in order for me to, because you're not talking about money, like, at all.
I'm ready to say.
You feel me? That's what I said. If I'm your girlfriend, you're not clocking nothing. Now, if I really had to choose whether it be me to work single or work, you know what I'm saying, in a relationship, I'm going to choose single. Why? You got holidays, you got birthdays. I don't have to worry about that extra stuff if I'm single. I got to worry about my kids to take care of. You feel me? I don't have to worry. Because me, I like to go all out. I'll spoil my man. I don't care. That's just me. That's how I am. So when your birthday come around, baby, it's all good. I got you.
Let's say this. Let me drop my ass real quick. You know what I mean? Let me drop my altered nuts. Like at the end of the day, boom.
Oh, what you just said?
Let me drop my altered nuts. Like at the end of the day, in the past, I can't speak for others, but I speak for me. Boom. I used to live with women like you with 2, 3, 4 kids, and I'm over here in your space, this, that, and the third. So at the end of the day, when I'm under your roof, yeah, you're gonna try to, push your weight around. This, that, and the third.
So,
You know what I mean? Hold on, let me ain't
women
finished.
like me.
Women like you. Women like
Your
you.
baby.
Under your roof, this, that, and the third. And like I say, I can't even, I can't even fake it like it's not the same way under mine.
But it's
You feel what I'm
understandable.
saying?
That's understandable. But you wouldn't be under my roof because I'm not living with no man. It ain't no man. I'm not living with no man. Ain't no man living with me.
And I can say that. I can say that as well. I'm not going to go and live under another chick's roof. You feel what I'm saying? Because she gonna feel entitled and feel, certain type of ways. This and the third to where as a man got his own, he writing his own ticket. You feel what I'm saying? So Beyonce and them came out with the "Can you pay my bills? Can you?" You know what I mean? A nigga will never make that song because we gonna pay our bills. It's the "Can you suck my dick? Can you lick this and this? Can you go do and do this? Then bring back the grits."
But
You know what I mean?
There's a difference from being a girlfriend and being married.
I was ready
You
to say
don't have to. You don't have to do shit for me, dog.
That's right.
At all. And I ain't gotta do shit for you because I'm your girlfriend. I don't have to wash your clothes. I don't have to do none of that stuff.
Question though, because it's crazy. We kind of going down Kevin Samuels going down his path. My question is, the question is, do
What's your dress size, ma'am?
but no, I ain't go there. But I'm question is like, do women want to be married?
I don't know about that.
That's my question. Do y'all want to be married?
Because I feel like shit. Like, what is a marriage? Like we don't have, like we could be together for.
It's a covenant, baby.
It's a business.
It is a business.
Like,
It's a covenant.
you don't have to be married.
Like,
There it is. To be with each other.
How the fuck you gotta go to court
You
when we get done
don't.
with
You
that?
don't.
You know, so
But
like seriously.
if you're gonna be with somebody for the rest of your life, what is the fear and commitment? Having that.
No, it's a commitment. I feel like shit. I don't have to marry you to have commitment or be loyal to you.
I got a
I feel
question.
like the real question is: do you marry for love or do you marry for other things?
I think what people fail to realize when it comes to marriage is that the first responsibilities of marriage, number one, is duty. That's the first thing. It's
No,
duty.
it's
It's hold on. No. It's as a man. Hold on. It's as a man. You do what you're supposed to do to hold down yours, to make sure you and yours. Hold on. It's straight. And then it's duty first, and it's sacrifice next. And if you're not willing to do that, think about people in the military. Think about police officers. What's the first thing they say when they love that job? It's my duty.
Ooh, that's deep.
They love the duty first.
God damn.
They love it's the duty. It's the duty of doing the job and doing it the best that you can do it. That's what that's what they fall in love with. And then the sacrifice has to come into play. It's marriage and relationships and marriage is give and take. And you got to know when to give. You got to know when to. Okay, I'm not going to dive into that. And I think the problem is that too many of us are focused on our egos. And and when you're in a relationship, your egos don't let you let shit go. And you gotta let you down and that ego will end up destroying you. And you gotta be like, that's why you see people who be married 30, 40, 50, 60 years. And if you actually talk to them, they tell you that type of shit. Like there's some stuff you gotta let go.
You gotta have a quick memory.
You got to, dog, because if you don't, it's not gonna work. So you gotta be you have to be focused on duty, doing your duty, and being willing to sacrifice.
I feel sorry for the go ahead.
I agree with you, but at the same time, it don't have to have no title or because I feel like that's some coon shit. I feel like that's I feel like the white man brainwashed us. A lot of us don't even know who the fuck we are.
Slaves used to get married, so that can't be no coon shit.
No, I'm talking about like seriously. I'm talking about
They were taught that as slaves.
no. Fact. So I'm just saying we don't have to have a title or go down the aisle or write our shit or whatever. However, I ain't never been married. I'm just saying a duty. We would do it, man. What they call us on this motherfucker? I'm just saying. Like seriously.
From a married family?
I've been
From a married
No,
family?
I can't. No. I see my grandma. I see my grandma and my granddaddy. They still together, but they not together. They still together. It's weird. It's like
my grandma and grandpa slept in separate rooms.
Yeah, that's
it's like and what my grandma say, and she's 70-some years old, and my granddad is 80-something, and I have these conversations with them, and they like, no, it's no point of getting married. That just come from me, and they is perfect. Nobody's not perfect. Like to me, they perfect.
Things need to be mutual in relationships.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't feel like
people need to be here. People need to be here. I don't believe in titles neither, but at the end of the day, if you want to commit, it needs to be equal.
With that woman anyway.
This person can't love you this much and this much, and this person over here care about you is right here. It's not going to ever work.
But like
always going to try
to. But like you said, marriage is a business. It's a business, man. If you marry and you file taxes, you can file jointly and you get more money. There's benefits. There's benefits legally for being married.
You gotta go to court.
But that's why I say that marriage is a business, and that's why at the end of the day,
And that's wrong.
if I love you, I got that. I'm committed to you. That piece of paper, that ring,
That means nothing.
that's a commitment.
Man, it's
I'm
an
gonna say,
87%. Y'all, it's like damn near 87%.
Well, share this live,
Yeah,
y'all.
but that's because some people get married for
No,
the wrong
it's
reason.
not.
Marriage is what you make
Marriage
it be.
does not work.
No, marriage
But that's-
does work.
They
Marriage
do
is what you-
work.
How can you say that when there are people who
It's like
been
a
married for
5% that a marriage will last.
No.
I'm gonna say real quick.
Okay, so out of
But it's people who
out of
have
those
been
people
together
that's
for so many years that has never been married. My Aunt Sandra and my Uncle Kevin, they have been together, living in the same household. I was raised by my Uncle Kevin and my auntie. They've been together for over 30 years.
And they
But
don't get married.
never been married.
It's no
But
look.
they-
First,
But that's a choice. That's their choice, though.
we can say whatever the fuck we want. Everybody's relationship different. First off, you can't give no relationship advice. You can buy all the books you want, watch all the niggas you want. Ain't no relationship. Everybody's relationship different. Second off, we go back to old school. And when I say business as far as marriage, how do people used to get married? My family has this. My family has this. I'm talking about before we got to America.
Yeah.
My family has this. We
married
arranging
under
this joint.
type of
That was a
agreement.
business.
It's business. And what do you do? You build wealth with that.
That's a good
You
fact.
build wealth with that. You build wealth with that.
Go deeper. It used to be one dude can marry multiple women as well. Like what we got here, all this white man Western civilization should tell us that we can't goddamn go out and multiply. And that's why so many marriages end in divorce, because I personally don't believe one person's supposed to be with one person for the rest
And me
of their life.
personally, I like to be with 2 chicks.
No, it's very hard. When it, like
She might could do more than what this one can do.
it's very,
This one pussy might good and her mouth off the joint.
It's very hard for a man to be with one woman.
That's
I don't go
It's
for
impossible.
That's
I
impossible.
don't think it's easy for a woman to be with one man.
That's a lot.
Let's be real. Let's be real. It's fallacious. It's all choice. All men want is fellatio and a piece of your
We
check.
taking the sex out. It's hard for women to be with one man. Let's be real. Let's be fucking real, dog. Let's be real. It is hard for women to be with one man.
I feel like
But like you said, as hard and as difficult as it is,
Yeah.
it's still people who do it. So it's still examples out here that show us that it can be done. Right? The key is if you want to do it. That's the key is if you want to do it.
It's a choice.
It's all choice.
I've been married before.
It's all
I got married when I was 19. And I stayed married for 10 years and got divorced.
Straight up. And look, I'ma speak for the real, man. All men want is good sex and a piece of your check.
That's not a man.
Straight up.
It's a grown boy. Yes, it is.
I need to mix a sandwich or something else.
because
You know what I mean?
that might stop.
Pack my lunch. Let me pack your punch.
So you the one that needs to take
That's it. Pack my lunch. I'ma pack your punch. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you
Yeah.
So you don't think you'll ever encounter a woman? You don't think you'll ever encounter a woman in your life to just say, I don't want them no more. I only want her. You don't think you'll encounter a woman like that in your life?
No.
The women I want like that, I can't get them.
No, but the thing about it is that
The women I really want don't want me, so I gotta drag the rest of them.
but the honesty of it,
Let's be real. Because they be acting like the ones that you want. The ones that you want be acting like the ones you can't get.
Exactly.
Who's fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah, come on. Straight up.
Yeah, I got a lot of problems.
so but when I hear that, you know what I hear?
And I get jealous when I see good relationships. Oh God,
Because you want that.
because I want it.
You want it.
You know what I mean?
Pictures
I be
is,
jealous as a bitch.
Pictures is
Look at them all happy and shit.
Pictures and videos and
Bitch look all good.
001 of a relationship. You can look on social media all you want to. That shit ain't nothing.
This bitch bad as a bitch. I'll drink her bath water and this nigga got it. You know what I mean?
Be
I
mad.
can't get that. So I say fuck it.
So you just be
I'm gonna drag you. Let me get a piece of your check. I'm trying to go bust this move real quick. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. You know what I mean?
Guys.
Believe in me. I believe in you later.
Not later.
Let me get me right first.
Believe in me,
You know what I mean? I gotta get me right first. I'm gonna cut the grass and shit. You know what I mean? Take the trash out. I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do.
That's it.
You know what I mean? But pack my lunch, and I'm gonna pack your punch. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what it is? Doing your duty.
Doing my duty.
That was real shit. Like, you
Alright,
said,
what do
that was
women? How do y'all like? What do women feel? What do a man have to like? What please y'all?
And let me yeah, and I got something to go with that. I got something to go with that. We're pleased, y'all.
What
And
please y'all?
I had a girl last night tell me, she was like, I keep on getting cheated on by men with little dicks.
I gotta go.
No,
I gotta go. Wait a minute. I'm walking to my fucking
You know what I
car. I'm not fucking done. I'm done. I'm fucking done.
She say I tried to be real with a little dick nigga, and he been dragging me. So now
That's
she was
real,
like,
because that happened to me in the past.
yeah. So now she
And this is
says,
me.
all
How
she,
dare you.
if you ain't got no big, she was like, all I want is big dick. At least just knock something out of line and this and the third. Like, so you just want to go by, no walls. You know what I mean? You want to, she was like, fuck all of that up in there. And this and the third. So that's what she wants. She was like, at least I get a big dick out the deal. That's what she
That's
said.
stupid.
That's dumb
There's
as
no
hell, by the
benefit
way.
to that whatsoever. What are you gaining from that?
But
You're not
let's-
building. You're creating a soul
But let's go
tie.
back
You
to
have daddy
what I
issues.
asked these. What plea, like what y'all would?
What women looking for?
Yeah.
So-
What is a woman looking for? I'm talking like
And can he do it
Real
with a little
shit.
dick?
Like seriously.
Not the tech. That's the same thing with niggas, because I mean, we be like, we
Yeah,
want this, that,
that's a
third.
big question. I just want to know because like I didn't have my fair share with women. So when I say like when y'all be confusing me, what do y'all want?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't speak for all women, but I'm if you can't feed me mentally and spiritually, then
There it is.
I'm not even gonna be attracted to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can be as handsome as you want to be. I can have sex with you, but I curve your ass the same night I have sex with you, and therefore you not even call you the next day.
So you have to
You know.
be mentally with you. You have to
Yeah.
be mentally and spiritually.
So
Yeah.
it's a saying that goes around saying if you can make them laugh, you can touch them.
Yeah, for
You
some
damn
women,
right.
most women,
Let's
I'm
go.
like that. Like if you can make me laugh, like yeah, like you got me. But there's a whole lot that
You gotta do
comes
more.
along
You gotta
with
do more
it.
with
Yeah,
it.
like
Yeah.
I can
But
piggyback
it's
on what you
sustain me,
said.
I mean, because you can have, temporary things, but to sustain somebody, I mean, how do you get to know a person if you don't even really put the effort in?
So this is my
Because
theory.
you-
This is my theory.
Don't laugh.
No, I'm gonna keep it real.
And I have a theory too.
My theory is people always put their representative to the forefront until it's time to fuck. Then when you fuck, whoever has the most orgasms takes away the feelings out of the relationship. And from that point forward, that person is now the chaser, and the one who laid it down the best is the one who got them getting chased. And that's been consistent in my life, my entire life. And I got multiple examples to prove.
That's real.
And I'd rather do the chasing.
That's
Like,
real shit, bro.
have me wide. I want to be wide. Like, have the
I'd rather
have
take
the most
two. I don't want to
amazing,
be
I mean,
somebody
have the most
that is,
amazingest cooch, and make me nut off the head. I'm gonna do everything in my power for you. What you need me to wash the walls over here? What you need me to do?
Oh,
Shit,
Oh, my
yeah! We got a celebrity, you know.
What's going on?
We got Woody in the building, y'all.
We got
What's
slides
up, partner?
somewhere.
What's going on?
Come have a seat. Come, can we get him a chair?
What in this, John? What up, boy? How you feeling, Will?
Hey, boo.
Hey, man.
We got a celebrity.
Sit him right there in front of Elon.
What's going on, dog?
What's up, buddy?
Long time no see.
You can have two.
Oh,
Hey, go. You got
yeah, grab it. All right, and now that that a can of Coke. Oh, yeah. Yeah, right there. Boom. Now that we have someone political in the building, maybe we can venture off real quick and get into politics. So I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and you had a question that you wanted to say.
About the Asians?
Yes.
What you think of that?
It's some bull.
Right.
Okay. I ain't even get it out. You already said it's
Joe Biden would never be for the black community.
Ever.
Okay.
I am not Democrat and I'm not Republican.
Okay.
We have to get that. And when you were speaking about husband and wife, that's control.
How's that control?
Easy. I'm not property. I'm a human being.
But I don't treat you like property.
But a title is what? President. Control.
I get that.
Vice president.
So are we against marriage?
No, I didn't say I'm against marriage. Why do I have to have a title to be married? Why can't you say, I love you, you love me? We don't have to have titles. If you look at this mayor title, separates it from city council, separates it from school board, right? But they can't work together because everybody has different agendas.
But when you're in a marriage, you're not like you can have a title all day, but if I'm in covenant with, but this is for me how I grew up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in covenant with you. Just because I'm your girlfriend, I'm not in covenant. That means I don't have to do
That's it.
anything for you.
So you're in covenant. Hey, watch this. I'm gonna prove it to you. when a man finds a wife, who did he find? What is the good thing?
You got me one, bro.
What is the good thing? It ain't the woman. Because the woman don't attain favor, the marriage does. See, people misinterpret that scripture and look for a woman and don't look for the marriage. Because the marriage obtains favor and not the human beings. When a husband and wife come, that's unity.
But I'm saying, but my thing is that we keep trying to downplay being married. Like see the thing. So hold on. So the thing is that I'm not saying I'm focusing on a piece of paper and I'm focusing on the title. I'm saying,
do because
I'm
what
saying,
they say.
But I'm
This is mine.
But I'm looking. But
that's control.
But I'm looking.
When I buy a car, I own this car because I have the title.
That's mine. Well, that's my bitch. Like, I'm taking her off the street. Like, no, it's the same difference.
But yeah. But like I'm with my woman. I don't treat her like I own her, and she don't treat me like I own. Like she owes. We don't treat each other like that.
You feel entitled to a sense.
What did you say when you with your what?
With my woman.
When you with what?
My woman.
Listen to the verbiage.
Mine.
That's possessive
Listen,
pronoun.
see,
That's
But
a possessive
but
pronoun.
I'm hers and she's mine. What's wrong with that?
It's a title.
it's a title.
But I don't own her.
Your
It's-
verbiage. I'm gonna show you how they play on verbiage. Going into politics. I would never celebrate Juneteenth. For every black person to celebrate Juneteenth, you have to learn the verbiage. 13th Amendment, the abolishment of slavery. What do they throw in there? Except capital punishment. Now watch this. The 14th Amendment. We're going to celebrate Juneteenth. When you celebrate Juneteenth, what are you? Texas did what? They freed the slaves. So from Juneteenth into 1868, what are you?
A slave.
A slave.
So why are we celebrating Juneteenth? People are happy about free slaves. We should be celebrating July 9th, 1868, where former slaves and African Americans gained citizenship. But because you don't know the verbiage, they will always play it against you.
Woody in the building.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hold
Now back to the politics.
Hold on. But the other part of that tricknology is, like, America is an institute, is a corporation. And that corporation, every corporation,
it's a big business. I voted for Trump.
Every corporation has a
We're
mission
not going to go
statement.
there because
America's mission statement is racism and the suppression of a lower class, which is so happen to be black people. America's never going to abandon that ideology, no matter what type of terminology they put into play to try to make it seem as if they'll ever treat us.
You know why? We should have been up there January 6th when the white people overthrew the government. We have a right to. We should have joined them. The first thing we would, in order to keep us scared, they say, oh, they going to kill us. We should have joined forces.
What good would that have done, though? In all
A
honesty?
lot.
yeah,
How can you
I
protect
have.
people who went on vacation when the whole country was struggling?
Because they don't care.
So we should have joined. Who's seen that movie, Judas and the Black Messiah?
You the
What
second
did he
person
do?
this week.
But that movie
He
was
went
some
to
bullshit. I'll tell you
no,
what.
he went to the white people and he went to
Okay,
Hispanic people.
And did what? Join
Trying to
forces.
join
Hey,
forces.
but
yeah.
you know why that movie's some bullshit? Because they never tell you who the Judas and who the Messiah in their own perspective. And first of all, in every goddamn movie, the villain is the one who gets the second tier as far as the camera time go. And the hero gets the most camera time. Who got the most camera time in that footage? It won't Fred Hampton
No,
character.
sir.
So that's who they praising as the goddamn Black Messiah.
But it's
the
always
snitch.
perception anyways.
But what I'm saying
But
is,
that's a movie.
Right.
That's a movie. Your job is to watch that movie
And
that's
get the
based off
truth
it,
out of it.
and then look for the truth, and then do your own research. If you're just going off the movie, you're not
But
getting the
that's
whole
what-
story.
But that's what most of us do, though. Take the movie or the excerpt
And run
from
with
the
it.
truth, and then act like that's law. You know what I'm
What
saying?
you wanna know
Because
about
most of us don't
politics,
want to
man?
do
But the movie's trash because we ain't had a good movie yet.
Politics
Like, honestly, as far as
question.
black people,
What you want to know about
they kill
politics?
us
How the
every
Asians
goddamn
got
movie,
an executive order before it?
No, or how the Asians got
Giving them money.
or have rights to
Let me tell you why.
Go ahead, go ahead.
post
Verbiage
up
in
on
the
everybody's-
Constitution. We're still 3/5 of a human being. Until you change the verbiage, what did they keep away from slaves? How to read. So if they don't change the verbiage, how can they give up? We would never give reparation. Based on the Constitution, we're still 3/5. Look at Mike Vick. 1-pot animal, 3-pot slave, and 2-pot dog. And he got all that. He's not considered a human being based on the Constitution. It's in there. Why we ain't fighting to change it?
Because we're not doing research. We're not trying to learn.
That's it, but we're afraid to make our elected officials work for us. See, you gotta realize the officials, they work for us, but what do they take oath to? Have you read that oath?
Nah.
Read the oath.
Nah.
Their job is to protect
The Constitution.
and defend the Constitution. It says nothing about the citizens.
It's all about. It's just like going to court.
From any
Well, that's
from
the
any
same-
threat, foreign or domestic.
But
Yeah.
that's
Yeah. Okay.
But
Okay.
So
but that's
they
the same
wanna protect-
responsibility of a corporation to protect the interests of a shareholder.
We can
Because
overturn it.
America is a corporation.
We got a right to overturn it based on the Constitution. The problem is we so afraid.
Why?
But that's why they promote so
Why
much
are we
fear.
so afraid?
That's it.
Because fear,
Why are we so afraid?
because fear is an amazing motivator.
Okay.
Fear will keep you quiet.
Will keep you quiet.
It keeps you
What they
quiet.
say, I don't want to get killed.
That's how they control.
It's all about control.
Control is power. I love Donald Trump.
I love Donald
He
Trump
was
too.
smart
I miss
and
my president.
strategic.
I'm just gonna
Black
bring
people
that
who
up.
had businesses never
I
knew
just-
about a small business rent to that man got it on. How long has been out there?
How many businesses starting this past year?
He had
Small business?
opened it up for
I don't
African Americans.
understand
But because they say he's racist.
why so many black people vote Democratic in the first
Because
place.
I'm gonna tell you why. I can tell you why. I can tell you where it started from. When they tore down Black Wall Street, and the country say, now that you don't have your own independency, African Americans, I'm going to give you free food, free housing, free health insurance. We have taken on an identity that didn't belong to us.
So
And
they
we're
gave,
stuck
they gave
there.
us poverty.
Well,
That's it.
That didn't happen to the 60s in all honesty. And the reason why
No,
black
I'm
people wound up
okay.
becoming
Thank you.
Democrats was because the issue was in the 60s, as Hollywood rose, there was a rift between, because see, the Democrats used to be the Dixiecrats.
Yes, sir.
And there was a rift between the Jewish influence from Hollywood with the emergence of black entertainment, specifically racist whites down south wanted nothing to do with the quote-unquote Jewish money influence in politics. So they branched off right after Lyndon Baines Johnson got out of office, and most of them jumped to Republican and followed Nixon. That's how Nixon won in '69.
Money.
So as a result of them leaving, all of the black people had basically nowhere to go after the civil rights movement, and the Jewish owners of the labels and the agents were basically influencing them, hey, we'll just go ahead and vote Democrat. Because Democrat used to be Dixiecrat.
Yep.
So it's basically the same shit in essence.
Because
It's
after
two
slavery,
birds in the
most
same tree.
because after slavery, most black folk were Republicans.
So as a result of COINTELPRO and all of the damage that did, it basically made black people feel like they would be included in something when we were better off segregated in reality, because you used to have the wino, used to have the wino and the doctor living in the same community.
Yep.
So the ceiling for the child was much greater because he had more than one image to balance everything off of. So as time progressed and integration happened, the doctor moved in the suburbs with the white people, so the child never saw the doctor in the neighborhood no more. So as a result of that, the likelihood of him becoming a doctor became less likely because he didn't have the image to see. So the value of each neighborhood went down. Then the emergence, like he said, all of the government funding from the 70s, because most of the black men went off to war, so the women were left here by themselves, which was also coincidental. They do shit through television. So they put Good Times out and make it seem like living in the projects is the shit. And in reality, that's when they built Robert Taylor homes and Iota projects in Chicago and all these other places that wound up getting, all this national accreditation and shit. But the reality of it is, this is all a covert operation to tear down the black family, understanding that if the black man is in the home with the black woman, then the black child can't be subjected to the prison industrial complex system and all of the other wicked shit that's waiting on the other side of it. But when no black man president during Vietnam, then when he came back, he was on heroin, so then they put the black exploitation movies and made it seem like selling dope and being a pimp was the shit. And that's what took away all of the image from, people trying to quote-unquote progress during the civil rights movement. But even with that, we got sold down the river. It was a dream that never could happen. And even Martin Luther King said he felt like he was putting his people in a burning, lead his people to a burning house. And once he started talking about getting rid of Vietnam, and he was talking about economic growth, that's when
the thing we don't know. Money.
Yeah, one reason why black people switched from Republican to the Democratic Party is because the Klan was representing the Democratic Party, and it was killing so many of our kids that they switched parties.
If we don't want you included, we're gonna take you out.
That's right.
If we don't want you to have money, why would we let you be a part?
That's true.
Martin Luther King messed us up. Like, wanting to join forces. People hate when I say that.
unintentionally.
What?
Yeah.
He said
I feel
himself.
that way too.
I feel
But
like
his
unintentionally
mindset
you are
started to change.
aware of
Yeah.
something.
I go for Martin Luther King. I go for Malcolm X tonight. for something. And he-
Both of them did.
They
Both
both
of them
had
did.
different roles.
Both of them did.
When nobody
very
did.
Let's not act like
You can't say Martin didn't stand for something.
I just don't. I feel like he was a pussy when he said if they hit me on the other chin, he.
But you have to understand. But you got to understand what that came from his religious upbringing. But that came from the Bible though. That came from love your enemy. That's in the Bible. That's what Jesus did.
From the tree.
Yeah.
From the tree.
But even with
From the
that,
tree.
From the Garden of Eden.
You know
what I mean?
Cut off everything.
even with
Yeah, because I'm gonna kill 1,000 of them. I'm gonna be
I feel him on that
like
one.
they said, you told us to turn. No, man,
Well,
he's
you gotta realize,
he's not
before
like
he was a pastor, that was the spiritual
I
side.
can't. It's my opinion.
I understand that,
He's nothing.
but you ain't seen what the fuck he been through.
Malcolm X.
On that bridge,
Man,
when
we
they got their
shoot that
ass
shit.
with all that shit, when they shut down the fucking bus system down there, he ain't no pussy, bro. At all, bro.
I don't like him. I'm just saying,
I
I don't like him. That's what I'm
I don't agree that he
I don't
tried
like
to.
him.
Here's the kicker though. The thing about it is that, like you talk about that fear, and the thing about it, they kept a lot of black people afraid.
I don't like him.
And then he's trying to teach y'all.
Love.
We gotta love. We gotta break
That's
out.
fear.
We gotta break out of this fear. But the thing about it is that the way you talking, and brothers out here who acted like that, if you would have acted like that in the 50s and 60s, you'd have been hanging from a tree. So that's why. So that's
He
why
would have been willing to do
you would have been willing to die.
Me too.
Yeah, before he let them smack him on the
Hold on. I'm not talking about.
You hit me right there. I'm not niggas ain't gonna disrespect. No man, I'm
tolerate disrespect.
I'm grown. My daddy
I'm gonna tell you.
ain't gonna hit me right
I'ma
now.
tell you
He
what
already
come.
know the camp.
I'm gonna
I'm
tell you
gonna
what
beat the
come.
shit out of him. Like you're
Go ahead.
All right, come on with it.
You gotta realize the generations have changed.
Yeah.
He's speaking from this generation.
Man, what?
This generation was.
The slavery ain't gonna come back.
But if he would have seen it,
Oh, not
it would have been a whole different
If you
mindset.
were raised, yeah.
That's the difference.
Oh, that's it.
But in that Black Panther movie or whatever, in the
No,
Judas
no,
or whatever,
Black
they
Panther.
was shooting at the police in that Judas
Yeah,
movie.
Malcolm X and all them niggas, man,
You
they
feel what I'm saying? It was certain people that felt like him back
Hey,
then.
bro,
Bro, but from what he's saying,
Black Panther.
like, bro,
They were
imagine,
paying
hold on,
attention
real
to
quick,
that shit, bro.
real quick,
Like,
just to give you a picture. Imagine going to this show right the fuck here. Ain't nothing but a whole bunch of motherfucking white motherfuckers, but you got to get gas. You
gonna get my
got
gas.
there, it's a whole bunch of white Klansmen, whatever, on some race shit, just on some regular, because I was life back then. You just gonna get gas.
You have more freedom now,
you
brother.
have no choice. You can't do shit. You might got a gun in the car, but it's 2030 in my everybody gonna be like, fuck,
do you know how many black people that died for how I'm thinking? Like back then.
I know.
Man, I'm dying
That's
for
what
that
I'm
shit.
saying.
You come here, nigga. Man, fuck you. Fuck you, nigga. It could be 1,000 of them niggas. What's up? What you
Is there
mean?
something-
I'm talking.
But
I'm
then
saying
you
for
gotta
the
got
check
balls.
out.
saying for me.
You have
Yeah,
to-
for me. Like I'm saying,
I'm
fuck black.
I'm willing to die right then and there.
Man, I'm that man. You come here, nigga. I'm taking off on them. I don't have no gun.
I'm willing.
Y'all got
I'm
all
not
artillery.
willing to die.
Well, my question,
Y'all white got all.
my question is, are
Or you would've came from
if I had a family,
my
if
home.
I had a,
You what you saying?
I
He got to speak on the
hold
panel.
on. If you had a family, if you had a wife and kids,
Hold on. One person at a time. One person at a time.
Hold on. If you had a family, if you had a wife, if you had a wife,
One person at a time. Slow, let him get up.
hold on.
I got a question.
Hold on, let him get one first.
Let me hit him with this. If you had a wife and children, if you had a wife and kids, like you're going to work, you're trying to do the best you can in that time frame. You know what's fucked up for black folks. You know that. You are willing to die. You're willing to leave your wife and you're willing to leave your wife. Hold on,
I need to
please. Are you willing to leave your wife and kids behind?
Some people were.
Some people were, but everybody wasn't. And am I willing to? I'm not saying I'm not willing to
If
sacrifice.
they pulled up at you in your wife's house,
If
they pulled up at you in your wife's house.
But see. Hold on. Please hold on. At my house, that's my home. That's my kingdom. That's my asset. I gotta protect that. But when I'm out in public, so sometimes it feels like so many people so.
All right, but listen.
I understand disrespect. Nobody should tolerate disrespect. I get it. I do. But every battle doesn't have to be fought violently.
Real quick.
You got to think about these battles.
And hear me carefully. As a father of 10 kids, ages 19 to 11 months, biological.
Congratulations, by the way.
Biological. I'm going to die right then and there, bro.
And I was ready to say
My
the
right
same thing
hand
because
to
the
God on my
truth is,
grandma's grave. I'm willing to die right then and
You
there.
gonna die for some gas?
no, not.
That's
Listen,
what
so
he said.
what?
That was the
what
real
is
thing.
that?
That was
What
the
is
real
that?
thing.
He's talking about going to the gas station. Getting gas. But that's what I'm saying. You was like, fuck them niggas. I'm gonna die for that shit.
What
Some
change
gas.
has been made if people wouldn't have died for staying on the
I get that.
Because if all of us would have just been so damn
I get that. I respect it. But every battle, but you have to pick your battles. That's how you win wars. You pick battles, and the problem is that motherfuckers need to read the Art of War.
Yes, sir.
You need to read it. You gotta read it, dog, and you gotta pick your battles. You can't keep. The goal is to win the war. To win the war, not a battle, not one. You may lose one. Like when we had the Civil War, the Union lost some battles, but at the end of the day, they end up winning. They end up out strategizing the Confederacy. You gonna win some, you gonna lose some.
I believe that was all a scam.
You really believe that's how it ended?
And because it's not.
It ended because the people who financed it decided to finance the North because it was more beneficial to them based on
Because they had those
revolution.
warehouses and everything where more money
That's
was
what
being
happened.
produced. That was a scam. Don't ever believe those history books that they told
Yeah,
us
that's
to
some
do.
bullshit they
Yeah,
told us.
it's like.
Hey, baby,
yeah.
But the way you
It's
saying
always
it,
about
you're
money.
saying people won't dying. They were still
No,
fighting
people,
battles.
people die, but my thing is, I'm not like him and say, fuck that shit, fuck my family, fuck my kids, or whatever.
Man, y'all like the fucking door. Y'all like the door.
It's nothing wrong
I'm
with
down
that.
right there.
There's nothing wrong with that,
No,
but I understand the
I feel you.
respect.
I feel you, bro. But
I'm going out with a bang.
But you gotta listen.
It's slavery and those little tribes around Martin Luther King, even Malcolm X.
My daddy died for me.
Malcolm X, when he had that
Malcolm
hold on,
died.
listen. When
Like-
he had that
He
chopper
died
by the
for that
window, he
He died
made
for
his decision to die about it. Y'all ain't gonna goddamn do me like
But
that.
that was
I'm not
I
made
saying
his decision.
you died for
That's what I'm
something
saying,
that
but
I
I'm
think-
saying
Here we go, perfect segue.
I'm not.
From Malcolm X to what's y'all opinion on interracial dating?
No, it's okay. No.
All slavery aside, I'm fucking me a white bitch. I'm fucking me a white
Would you
bitch.
marry,
I'm
would
white
you
and
marry
me.
a white person?
I would marry white.
Would you have children by a white
I would have, yes. I only date light-skinned women now because my baby gonna be lighter.
Why? Why is that an issue? Now
I am
that's, so that's a
devastated
problem.
that
You feel me?
Because your baby's gonna
My
be
baby gonna have a chance in this world. Instead of looking like a straight nigga, instead of looking like a straight nigga, you know what I'm saying? Instead of looking like a straight nigga, my baby gonna be lighter in complexion.
So you would not
You know what I mean?
Look at my daughter.
Yeah, straight up. Look at his daughter. Yeah, his baby gonna have a chance in this world because she don't look like a coon.
Blue eyes. She got blue eyes. She got blue eyes.
Straight up.
On the way.
So do y'all think I look like a coon?
Straight up, she gonna have equal opportunity. Equal opportunity.
Hold on.
You know what
I gotta speak on that.
'Cause then there's
First
nothing
off,
light about it.
because first I know we in the barbershop.
I love my queen.
This one thing we not gonna do in here. And we're not gonna disrespect.
Y'all not gonna
We're not gonna
disrespect
disrespect
me.
black.
I
We're not gonna
y'all
disrespect
black
black people as a
woman.
whole.
We all black.
We're not gonna disrespect black
We
women.
all black.
And we're not gonna disrespect black men.
We
We're not gonna
Right,
use
that's
these.
what
We're not
I
gonna use these
feel.
terms like coon, nigga. We're not gonna use these terms that degrade our people. We can't. We gotta stop using that shit. But to my point, there is no greater time in the history of America than right now for a black man and a black woman. No better time.
But you want to have
70,
babies
60,
with a
70
white
years,
woman
6 and 70 years ago, even
whose
further back,
ancestors
the only people that can
oppressed.
educate us, we had to go to HBCUs
And
because
that's
they was
why
the
so
only
many black
ones
people are
we was
still
willing to
in
teach our
poverty.
own because we had no other
Not
choice.
empowered.
But
I
now
know.
that shit is
We
opened
have a
up.
few
Hold
white
on,
viewers.
hold on.
I
Let him finish.
know.
Hold on,
Let him finish.
hold on.
Let him finish.
hold on.
Let her finish.
Hold on. Now
She's not white.
that things have opened up and our children are able to go to University of Virginia. Our children are able to go to William and Mary. Our children are able to go to Harvard and Yale and get that education from them. The problem is that once we had desegregation and black people, because segregation forced us to depend on ourselves. But once desegregation happened and we opened up and we got to partake in what the white man has been living. The point is, the thing is that we were looking for acceptance instead of going to learning from them, learning what they do, taking their shit and then bringing it back.
Bringing it back.
But we didn't do that because we was looking to be accepted by the white people. We wanted to live with them. We wanted to be just like them. But at the end of the day, they still want to be like that.
The topic is interracial dating. At the end of the day, I'm fucking white bitches, straight up. You know what I mean? Straight up. The white bitches have some of the most exquisite coops.
But would you marry them?
Yes.
You would marry them?
Yes.
I'm not bringing
You take a dive in that white pool.
I ain't bringing no white girl.
You take a dive in that white pool. You feel what I'm saying? Take a dive in it. But don't knock it until you try it.
So look,
You feel what I'm saying?
so look, I can speak to there's a lot of misconceptions when it comes to that shit. As somebody who grew up in a family that was Nation of Islam before I was a kid, and wound up having kids by both black and white women, been married to a white woman, you know what I'm saying? I've been on both sides of the shit. A lot of that shit is fiction. On all sides. Like, they've been deceived just like we have in reality. So, the first step is to understand that you don't come nowhere with your head tucked between your legs acting like you ain't yourself. You know what I'm saying? Most people who get in interracial relationships conform. And I used to talk, I would have chicks would talk shit to me about my quote-unquote white snow bunny ex-wife or whatever, but it's like, I had shot around the crib listening to Minister Farrakhan. She was more woke than half of the chicks I ever met since her in reality. You know what I'm saying?
So, because you fed her mentally and spiritually, like she said.
She probably was already like that before she got here.
I can't even take credit for you.
No, listen to him.
No, my right hand to God, I ain't gonna lie.
You gotta finish that liquor out.
That's some real shit. Like, on some real shit, and she already was goddamn hit before she even met me. But when we got connected and started to break this shit down from her perspective,
It won't
started to realize that both of us have been lied to, and everybody's being deceived to some extent. Then you can have a real connection with somebody of a different ethnicity or different nationality. But the first step is it got to be mutual accountability for all of the lies that's been fed.
Can I touch on something? I'm gonna say something, then shut the fuck up and let y'all go. He talking about something we're not gonna disrespect, talking about some cocoon this and nigga that and this and the third. That's all that we do.
That's a problem.
It is, but who gonna stop it?
We have to.
Who gonna stop it? If you listen to the average,
That's how it has to start somewhere.
Yeah, we can say that right here between us, but you go down the street, this nigga, this nigga.
But look at this. Hold on. Let me put it in perspective for you, right? Y'all decided to start a podcast, right? Y'all decided to do it. Instead of talking about it, you did it, right? You did it. You did it yourself. It's self accountability first. You gotta decide that this is what I want to do, and then once I decide to do it, then I can start teaching others how to do it. But if I try not to say the N-word, I try not to say coon, I try to get these words out of my vocabulary because they haven't benefited us.
Sometimes these words apply.
They do.
Coon does apply. I don't know.
No, we can't.
I got new ones. Nigga tree.
And then, but here's the kicker though. When we talk like that, when we talk like that, and we act like that.
We took the value out of it. It used to mean something back then when they put the ER on it, nigger.
No,
we took the value out of it. We devalued it.
Stop.
We devalued it.
Please.
I know.
At the end of the day, hold on.
But my nigga.
Hold on.
Would you let a white man say that?
Huh?
It's white people that say it.
Hold on.
It's so popular that white people don't say it.
Let me hit y'all with this. We decided to take the word nigger, take the ER on and put an A, call it nigga. It's still a negative term. It's always been, hold on. When we look at other races, and we know white people came up with these words to degrade other races, I don't hear Mexicans I don't hear Spaniards calling each other wetbacks. I don't hear Asians calling each other chinks. I don't hear Jews calling each other kites. I don't hear these terms. I don't hear these terms from these people. But we decided to take negative words and try to make something of it. They still had the same meaning because, number one, it wasn't ours. Those words weren't ours. It was theirs. So when we hear the word, when they hear the word nigga, it don't matter if it's an ER or an A. It sounds the same to them. They don't care. And if you don't, why are we accepting each other saying? If you don't accept another race saying it to you, then why do we accept ourselves saying it to us? Why do we do that?
It's to the point right now. Let's talk about real life community shit. It's white boys calling each other nigga.
It is.
We changed the meaning.
It's a different meaning now. We cannot stop. If we was to go to war with every white person saying that word, like they're calling each other that.
He called me a nigga, and you know why? Because it's no disrespect. Because you know why he came from the struggle.
You know why they called it that? Because we tried to we took negative terms and tried to make them cool. We tried to make them cool.
But when we were forced to have something negative and we turned it around to something positive. What is so
where he come from? I'm a nigga.
Fuck in order to be made that way, in the black community, hold on, let me say this. Let me say this. Yeah, exactly. I'm going there. In order to be made that, exactly. Women hate the bitch word. Exactly. But the women be like, yeah, that's my bitch this, and this, and the third. But the men can't say bitch this.
Hold on.
You feel what I'm saying?
It's a mindset. You gotta break out, dog.
Hold on, they love to hear. They play that. Y'all leave out the car. Y'all leave out here, get in the car, and play some motherfucking City Girl. Or play some motherfucking Megan.
One time for the birthday bitch. Yes. You feel what I'm saying? One time for the birthday bitch.
That's music. That's indoctrination.
No.
That's indoctrination.
It's a break.
You gotta break out of that mindset.
I tell you,
one time for the birthday.
But that's the thing.
And they be like, hold on. You meet him in the club. I'm the baddest bitch. I met you in the club. Then 6 months later, you thinking you a man. I'm like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Oh, you called me a bitch.
But you was
met
just
you in the
birthday
club and you
bitch.
said you the baddest bitch.
You the baddest bitch and you the birthday bitch.
What you talking about? So bitch, they fucked up.
It's the mindset of who interpreting.
Oh yeah.
If you're not gonna reconform your mind, you will accept anything in the wrong identity. See, a lot of us.
I ain't going back to what I was saying.
A lot of us have taken on the wrong identity and trying to make it popular in a culture that should have been segregated and independent.
Mm-hmm.
So now we have taken on this identity, and she said it, trying to make it positive for us when we've been trying to be accepted for so long. And when you try to feel accepted, you will take on anything.
Anything.
Negative, positive.
And we gotta break out of that mindset.
Let me tell you something I realized about words. Words.
I learned something just now, but I'm just saying.
Words are energy.
I live in. He said words are containers.
I'm gonna tell you something
He said
about
words are containers.
Words are containers that hold power. When you speak it, it forms into what you see, what you believe it to be. Now the thing is, if you don't believe it, it won't come forth. So if your faith is that strong to the word you say out your mouth, it will become a lifestyle and a culture. Like you said about your daughter.
Now look at this. Now it's a ghetto. It's a ghetto in every. It's a ghetto in every city and state. It's a ghetto in every.
I gotta ask you this because you said that word.
Yeah,
It's a
I'm about
ghetto.
to say what ghetto mean.
No.
Look at this old block shit in the 63rd city of Chicago.
Everybody say.
Hold on. Watch this.
Come on now.
Watch this.
It's states where we killing each other more than other states.
I want to ask you something.
Hold on, let him talk.
You said what? Ghetto.
Ghetto.
Now watch this. What is your perception of the ghetto? Because now that you said that word, it gave you a picture. So your picture might not be my picture.
Different than mine too, because mine came from.
So what is your perception of the
So that's what the word. That's where the term ghetto came from.
I'm gonna have all y'all doing the same thing. If I say there's a big great elephant walking across the street, none of y'all got a picture of a cat. I said the words. Your mind produced a picture of what you knew the elephant looked like, and y'all seen it walk across the street, even though there's not an elephant outside. So you have to be careful of the words. because the words will give you a picture when he was talking about good times.
Mm-hmm.
They gave good time words, gave a picture to go behind it.
Just looking out of the window.
But then, hold on. But now watch this. Now on the flip side of that, they tried to give y'all the Jeffersons.
They did. They did.
The media gave y'all the Jeffersons of what we supposed to really be
Moving
living.
on up.
So that was
The dualities.
Mm-hmm.
they gave you an option. Now you gonna move
They
up.
gave you an
You gotta
option.
realize.
Or,
Oh man, good times. Every episode they've been trying to get out together.
mm-hmm.
Damn.
Damn!
How long have this episode been going on, and they never
Made it out together.
Because when you start educating yourself and you start putting yourself
How many
around more
episodes of
educated
Good
and
Times
positive
did
people,
it? In every
your
episode they
language
getting
changes.
out together.
Your language got to change.
When you go pack your family up
And get
and
them
just shift.
You gotta do it.
You got to.
And then when you look at
The episodes have been going, and what they do, they put them back on as repeat.
But when you look at the struggle that
Now, at the end of the day, me personally,
real quick. When you look at the struggle that James Evans went through in real life, the real guy,
Yes,
John
sir.
Amos, they got him off the show because he wanted to be a strong representation
Of a black man and a family.
And they wanted him to be a goddamn worthless drunk who just lost his job and he refused to be that.
That's
so
right.
as a result, they killed him off. So that's symbolic of the goddamn, if you were to try to raise your son to be a man, then they had every intention of trying to goddamn lynch him or either emasculate him, which leads to what you were talking about earlier about this Dave Chappelle shit where they want a nigga in the dress in order to get that bread.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you come upright as a man, then you are no good to them because they don't want to produce black male
That's being
masculinity.
strong.
You know
And they
what that
wanna-
is?
Which go back to the point I made last week about the whole thing of Cardi B was dark skinned. She wouldn't have been never got on like that because they don't want black sexuality to be at the forefront because they understand that will breed them out of existence.
You know what that is?
It's population control.
No, buck breaking. They've been doing that since slavery. You can't have a strong male in a household. So we gotta buck break the system.
And if it's
And
not
even when they offered welfare and everything to the community, if
They can't live it up.
if the male was in the
men can't
house,
be
you
in the house.
couldn't
Buck
get
breaking
those
still
things.
exists.
So where's the physical equivalent to Shaq in the white community then? If it's not based on size and genetics and athleticism as far as who we are as far as being black people and being superior. You know what I'm saying? Like you've never seen a white guy that's as dominant as Shaq was. Name him.
Skin color.
Name him. So at the end of the day, we have to be made of
I
something.
mean, if you look at wrestling, that WEW, all our favorite Scott Steiner and
that's
Goldberg
fiction.
and
But
Hulk Hogan, ooh yeah, and
the Macho
But
Man.
even
Macho
when they,
Man. You know, those were the
we got Mr. Sagittarius in the building.
yeah, factory. You know what I mean? Factory.
But even when you know how they try to label children in school and stuff, they'll say that a genius is not a basketball player who can spin around and knock people on their knees. You know, they'll tell that young boy or young woman, well, I'm gonna say young man, that he is not a genius unless he can, do everything within those books. But the truth is, for you to have that physical ability, your brain have to work differently, so you are considered a genius.
But they downplay it though.
So they downplay it because the truth is, if you were born of melanin, black, and we gonna keep it real, our children learn how to walk at an earlier age. Our children learn how to talk at an earlier age. Our children grow teeth, everything at an earlier age. Unless, no offense to those who don't breastfeed their children. I understand there's health issues
You
and everything.
breastfeed?
All four of mine.
Factory.
So, but you unless I can't deal with y'all. I'm done. I'm gonna have to put a tuxedo on next time.
I got a pump in the car.
Oh God. I can't deal with y'all.
I got a pump in the car. You got some more in there. Oh, man.
And this is called respecting the black queen because I didn't say anything negative after
I just
we
picked up what you
had.
didn't want to say.
After Tex was on my mind, I didn't say anything.
I gotta commend you, dog, because real shit, you
I-
would have jumped out the window a long time
Factory.
ago.
Factory. All I said was factory.
Thank you for that jump out.
You know what I mean? I was about to jump all the way off the ship.
Oh my God. What he did for you?
Yeah. You know.
By the way.
But what were you saying? Okay, black. You said you were saying something about black women and breastfeeding and kids being this and that. Okay, what does that have to do with? Oh, you said black kids.
Well, no. So genetically,
genetic-
we are more superior. I mean, this is scientific evidence.
I think that's a jump off the third floor.
No, it's not. It's not. We are the dominant.
Yes, for the put a race.
Where's the black equivalent to Shaq? Or the white equivalent?
There is
How
none.
come y'all?
Goldberg.
How come y'all mean feet ain't last ain't long? They last too
Hold
long.
on. You said Goldberg's and black women just shot?
What white dude in the league ever dominated like Shaq?
Come on, man.
I'm
We're not gonna. All right, I love black. I'm black, but we ain't gonna do that.
But you want white children.
Who? Bill Walton?
We're not gonna do that.
I'm not saying black girl home, but you.
I think black people take this shit and just go too far. You know what I mean? We cool and all, but damn. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna just because it's not. It's more than just black and white. It's Spanish. It's motherfucking Irish. It's this and the third. And we trying to put ourselves up here like we take an inch and go the whole mile. You know what I mean?
I said people of melanin. And you can even go as far as the pineal gland if you want to go more scientific in it. People of melanin, our pineal gland is not calcified at birth. It becomes calcified throughout age of the things that we eat and use, like fluoride, for example. It's one of the things that calcify your pineal gland tremendously. So if you don't eat properly and you don't detox yourself, you're not going to be able to think properly.
Well, what's your pH balance?
My pH balance?
You talking about eating right? You know, I got one kidney, so I can talk to you about it.
Oh, I have a very healthy pH balance. So, I mean, what we talking about? All body or what we talking about? It's different pH balance. Okay?
I am attentive over here.
But no, seriously.
Somebody said that's what the movie Get Out of.
I mean, we talking about interracial dating. We going a little deeper, but leave it out to me.
All I'm saying is, like, listen, I got some white cooch the other day. Fire. Fire. It was the most organic piece of pussy I ever got.
And she right here, right now.
You feel what I'm saying? Straight
Was
up.
it organic or was it just foreign?
It was
it
different
something
walls.
different?
It was different walls. Different walls.
So what if
It was different walls.
A white
It's
girl?
like being an inmate and being in motherfucking population and being in the hole.
Oh my God!
You know what I mean?
Because she white? Because she white, it was because...
It was a different. It was different. It's different. Now, at the end of the day, I had some black cooch that's outstanding too, but a lot of black cooch is.
You're just
It's
accustomed
one and the
to
same.
black women.
I'm accustomed. Yes.
So you
I
have
had some
something
black cooch that made me
different.
come in 60 seconds regardless. It was 60 seconds and done. You not going further than that. Because it was that good. Now, I
You
got
were
some
fascinated. That's all. It's because
It's mental.
you're not understanding.
Get some
that-
white
that
cooch
it's-
and holler at me in the morning. Get some white cooch and holler at me in the morning.
I don't want no white
It's not like a mental thing, but it's really like women have different, and women know how. Every woman is not. Every woman is different. So what I mean is, women know how to please their man. A lot of black women don't know how to please their man in a baby.
Unless you a whore. Unless you a whore. Unless you a whore.
A white woman,
You have to have
Straight up, you gotta have a spirit. You gotta have a spirit. Unless you a whore. You straight up. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I'm gonna be the tester.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Unless you a whore. Unless you a whore. And that's our next subject.
unless you a whore and a freak. You don't have to be a whore. You don't have to be a whore. You don't have to be a whore.
A black woman does know how to please her man.
You have to be a freak.
I'm ready to say, I I'm
You
sorry,
know why?
you
You know
why?
why? Because at the end of the day, we looking for this down the third of black is going to be
Ho.
reserved.
Reserved.
Yeah.
Black women are the least reserved. Ain't nothing reserved about that pussy.
Depend on the woman, nigga. You know what I mean? Right? My bad.
Look at Megan Thee Stallion talking about something. I don't want no. I don't want to be your motherfucker.
That's it. Hold on. Megan Thee Stallion? That's an image. That's an image. That's an image. Dog. She knows. These people know how to get money, dog. People know how to get money, and it's sales. You know, she went to Prairie View. She went to Prairie View, A&M.
Yeah.
In Texas. That's where she went. She graduated. She is smart. Same thing with 2 Chainz. Take 2 Chainz, graduated in 3 years from college.
Geniuses.
These motherfuckers is smart, but they know. But they know what sales.
The image.
They know what
And at the
sales.
same time, it ain't the same. Like my people told me a couple years ago, was like, the hood ain't gonna buy shit. She's selling that shit to the white kids out there. The white kids buy that shit.
By what?
The music.
That Megan Thee Stallion.
They buy that. They consume black music more than we do.
Every Friday, I'm on motherfucking Juan Sagos and Show Pump. Check me out, 67. But
I'm coming to give you a
I'm up
talk.
there, right? Hey, Asian infused sagas. But anyway, I play. You know what I mean? I'm playing NSYNC. You know what I mean? You know, what's any white artist y'all can think of?
Yeah,
I play Britney Spears, any of that stuff. You know if they want to hear it.
Hip hop.
At the end of the day, Cardi B said, if the nigga had a twin, she'll let him run a train.
That's Cardi B.
She's not.
You know why they want to
That is more black.
No,
That is more black. It's more black women get trains ran on. Yes. Every black woman had a train.
I want to hear what you got to say. Hold on, no.
Every black woman had a
Say
train.
what you got to say, dog. We there. Say it. Say it, dog.
I ain't gonna say every black woman, but most of them.
No.
It's
No, what's the
not.
train? 'Cause you
Ride
know
down
how
Creighton Road and ask every woman how many have they had a train. I bet you majority of them say they had a
Is that the only place where black women exist? That's not the only place where black women exist.
She goddamn had a train on her because it ain't the same.
Nah, dog.
A chick from over Creighton Road is different from a chick from East and Rico.
You just don't know if your white girl had a
It's
train
two
ran.
different
I'm
women.
pretty sure she's going
Where they at?
somebody's on the train.
It's two different women.
Let's make it controversial. Ain't nobody else gonna say what I'm gonna say, so I'm gonna say it. Ain't nobody else gonna say what I'm gonna say, so I'm gonna say it. At the end of the day, when I grew up,
I'm sorry you grew up
running
around some
trains on the
disrespectful
joint.
ass
Because I couldn't hit it, and my mans couldn't hit it. Get the fuck away from me.
But that's your
You know what I'm
environment.
saying?
But that's your environment. That's your
We
environment.
was hitting them in motherfucking outhouses.
No, it's not. It's not everybody's environment, dog.
I know white.
It's not, dog. It's not.
I've been on college campus
It's not, dog.
with whiteys, and they run. Do you know what goes down on college campus?
I know what goes down on college campus.
Huh? You do.
Yes.
Black and
Oh,
white women.
well,
Let's
she
be
agree
real.
with me then. I'm telling you,
Them white
them
bitches,
whiteys
they
is
steal
doing
lines off each
the
other.
most craziest shit
We're not
with
saying
women than we do.
We're not
Yeah.
saying they don't.
We
So
don't
you
say
say
that on black women or
Yeah,
white
right.
women. It's just worse.
No,
That's
white
fine.
women, black
We talking
women.
about this one.
There's a lot of
Yeah,
black
I know
women that deal with white. I know a lot of black women that deal with white niggas.
So yeah, y'all ain't never answered
I
the
tried
question.
to
what y'all
date a
do.
white man before it didn't.
Why it ain't work?
He couldn't relate to my struggle.
I'm asking, yeah, why it ain't, you said it, why it ain't work?
Why they work? Because he could relate to you.
To relate to the
He
struggle.
couldn't relate to the things I've been through. Like I didn't feel comfortable taking him around my family. If I don't feel comfortable,
Is that
at
your
least-
insecurity?
Oh,
No, that's not
fact.
my
Because
insecurity.
the first thing you
No.
said was, I don't feel comfortable.
Yeah, because
That's an insecurity within.
no, when I say
No,
because
because you
my
was
family
ashamed
listen,
of taking
I
a
didn't-
white man.
You
to your
said-
fucking
No,
mama
I
and be
wasn't
like,
ashamed.
I am
This
big
my
on
nigga.
verbiage.
All right,
Straight up. And you would have told him, my nigga.
I
And you would have told him, my nigga.
I didn't feel comfortable.
Yes.
So
Okay.
that's
You
ownership
told that white
of
man
your
your nigga.
insecurity.
No, so,
But we mad.
I
we
wish
mad
I could tell
us
some white man
men
right there.
Call each other niggas. But she would have said, yeah, it's my nigga, and he a whole motherfucking cotton swab. You know what I mean? You feel? You know what I mean?
He don't controversial. You the one that
Yeah,
said that
that's
shit.
We went got him out.
Where your pink slip at, man?
I'm gonna give it in reverse. I'm gonna give it in reverse because I be the same way. brought a white woman home, I would be ashamed.
Why?
That is.
The question is why.
Man, this is my bitch.
Hold on.
Don't disrespect my white bitch. Don't disrespect my white bitch. Straight up, this my bitch.
She is amused.
Let him speak.
You have to talk much.
Let him speak.
What you got to say about this?
And a female.
You better stand up, baby. You better stand up to my
Because
woman. Don't let her do that. Yeah,
both
straight
of
the
y'all
fuck up.
said that y'all didn't feel comfortable
That's my woman.
with bringing home
White people.
a white
Hold
person.
on, let them talk. But you like to talk over.
So,
I'm not talking over.
So your first reason, you the first one that said I didn't feel comfortable. Why didn't
No,
you?
my first thing I said was that he couldn't
Relate.
He couldn't relate. We couldn't relate to each other.
On what level?
You know,
She
on
said
a lot
the
of them.
struggle. The struggle.
You know, on my personal struggle,
Now
like
watch this.
being a
Why
black
you stand
woman.
at why you stand at the struggle?
And I'm not even gonna say a struggle, but the
You said it.
particular white man that I dated in
Uh-huh.
the past, he came from a different upbringing. Not saying that I haven't dated other people.
You afraid to
who
be
came-
upgraded?
No, because I've dated black men, and I've dated, and it's crazy because I've dated Middle Eastern,
I'm coming
I've
in.
dated Spanish, I've dated people of other cultures. The only culture that it just wasn't.
Now is that the mindset from the history books that you've been taught?
It could be.
Okay, so we got rid of you.
Okay.
Oh, you got rid of it. I got trash, y'all.
We figured out your problem. The reason you didn't feel comfortable because you were stuck in history books what talks about slavery,
That shit is
and them two just didn't connect. So we got down to your issue. Now you,
The shame, like I said, I'm not trying to bring a white woman home, bro.
why?
Why would I
If
bring?
you would you love a white woman?
No, I'm not even attracted to a white woman at all.
Well, we figured out.
That's
yours.
you. We figured out
We
you.
figured out
You
you.
missing out on life. Straight up. You ain't lived yet. You ain't lived yet. At the end of the day,
You said
we gonna go ahead and, you know what I mean, exit him out. You ain't had no pussy till you went white. Hey, look.
If you stay in
Let her speak.
All you
having white babies.
No.
Let her speak.
You used to pussy. You ain't getting no cunt
The reason
yet.
I said that.
I'm good
So
on
why
this.
I was ready to say, because you want to talk about,
When you want to get some
why
cunt,
do you assume that I don't want to be upgraded?
You know what I mean?
Why do you assume that if I don't date
tell you
when you
white
want
men,
some cunt,
that I want to be upgraded?
you know what I mean? Holler at your white girl, man.
To the black man, in my opinion.
Go ahead and stick the dick in pussy. Go ahead and stick the dick in pussy. When you want some cunt, get you a white girl. You know what I mean? Straight up. Straight up. You know what I mean? Straight up. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Now the reason I said upgraded when it came to her is because she started talking about the struggle. It could have been a black man.
Right.
And if she would say to you, are you afraid to be upgraded? Because sometimes your mindset can have you stuck there, which is called arrest development. So arrest development, Michael Jackson dealt with arrest development. When you take something so strategic and you're stuck in that point in your life and you can't grow from that point, that's why Michael Jackson always dealt with the childhood. He never had it.
All right, so can I give you an example? I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but it's while it's, you know, sarcasm. And I don't bring my family up, but my oldest sister, she's married to my brother-in-law. He's a Russian. He's white. And I never forget when I went to their house, and he was speaking Russian on the phone. And
Did she
I
know
was,
what he was saying?
no, so of course I don't speak Russian. So I said when he got off the phone, I said, "So Leo, are you teaching Sean? That's my nephew. I said, are you teaching him Russian?" He said, "No. Him and his family, excluding my sister, made the decision to not teach his blood child
You know why?
their native language."
You know why? It's a culture. If you're not included,
So why would I date or marry somebody and bear children with somebody who my child,
security.
our child?
Security.
I mean, but that takes us back to the original subject where I said marriage is a contract. It's a
Oh,
business deal.
marriage is 100% business. You know everything I do for the community. Y'all know. Any woman dating me gotta sign a prenup. Have to.
If he make it to be city
One thing-
council or
Have to
anything,
sign a prenup.
You know what I
If you
mean?
date me, you gotta sign a prenup. You won't even get it. Now, this is what I say. The reason that I deal with life insurance policies. I have millions of dollars on life insurance policies. Ain't no woman coming into my life getting it. Now, if I decide to date you, we can build our own, and we can set aside some for, because I have a son. Right now, all the insurance policies is his in his name and my mama's name. Why would I want a woman to get half? And I ain't talking about no 100,000. I'm talking about $500,000 policy. Now, if I decide to date you, what you got for your kids belong to them. What I have of mine
Belongs to them.
Yeah. Now, when we get together, we can build. A lot of people don't know what a relationship and a marriage really is. It's about building.
Building. That's what I.
We have the foundation. We have the
said.
principles and we have the steps.
You have
to
your
build this
separate,
house.
but when you come together,
Y'all need to
you
start
have to
fresh.
start fresh.
My bank account before I get married ain't got nothing to do with you.
Because I have a life insurance
And
policy
that's
on
what white
me.
people do.
Yes.
That's why our divorce rates is so easy to separate.
Because they got their own stuff.
They got their own stuff. So whatever we come now, when we get this house,
That's ours.
that's ours. If we could decide to get a divorce, we can split this. I already got a beach townhouse over here, and you got one over there. Black people, y'all fight over the craziest stuff.
I feel like with both of y'all talking about we're talking about this, then the third, how white people need to be, a little more lenient or what was that? I was thinking of something. I had it on my mind. But we hold white people more accountable than ourselves. Like at the end of the day, talking about something racist and this, or don't say this and don't say that. But we can sit over here and say and do what the fuck we want to do. We do it all the time. You feel what I'm saying? But when somebody else do it, it's a fucking problem.
Oh, you talking about the racist shit?
We say a lot of racist shit too. You feel what I'm saying?
You gotta define racism.
I'm not basing it on racist. That's just one. The verbiage. Period. I'm just saying everything in period. We hold other races and nationalities or whatever more accountable than we hold ourselves. If we want other people to stop it, we need to stop it. And it's not gonna happen.
That's what I was saying earlier.
And it's not gonna happen.
But you like you say, it has to happen. It has to happen with you first. It has to happen with you first. And then once I do this, then I can spread it on to all these. First off, I'm gonna teach my children. I'm gonna teach the woman I decide to date. I'm gonna school them. I'm gonna feed my knowledge into them. So when they go out in the world, they can feed. See, that's the problem we have in America with black folk is that too many of us are trying to, instead of having we don't have self accountability first. We don't have that first. So then when we go out and get what we want, we don't want to share that shit with nobody. Like what we doing right now, we all come from different walks of life. You decided to start a podcast. He decided to come invite whoever, and we come in here, we talking, we sharing ideas. This is what we supposed to do during slavery. This shit was illegal. We couldn't group together and talk about shit. They thought we would think about, more than likely we think about escaping or attacking the white man. We couldn't do that shit. That's why we spread messages through music. We spreading messages through music. They don't know what we doing, but these drum beats, we know what that shit is.
All right, so
but we
my
don't.
thing is, I'm sorry. When you speak of accountability, and I've heard many black people say this, the same thing that you said. We try to pretend as if history didn't exist. The Japanese, they don't pretend that America didn't send nuclear bombs over there. We are the only culture in the world, black Americans, I'm gonna keep it real, that are so forgiving. And we try to
Okay, I got a question
slap
to that
people
though.
on the wrist.
How come that forgiveness never includes ourselves and each other though?
Right.
No, but we can't say that
Nah, we
because
can't
that's
say
just
that.
an opinion, because your circle might consist of people who don't forgive themselves and take accountability for
No, that's
themselves.
not what I'm saying. I'm talking about as a collective. What I'm saying is the same grace and mercy that we had every other ethnicity and every other culture is what you're speaking on, and I agree with you wholeheartedly. How come we don't understand and extend that mercy to one another, knowing what it feel like not to have it anywhere else?
Like we'll record videos of ourselves getting beat up at the club. Instead, we'll watch women black women get to fighting
Yeah, I never
with
understood that.
each other and with men. We watch that shit. We putting that shit on the phone. World Star.
We watch
We're
police.
supposed to. We're supposed
record
to.
police
We're supposed to
killing
protect
us.
our own.
And then we go and riot.
We're supposed to protect our own. And I'm saying it's like we have gotten away from.
I can tell you where it came from. In a black home, in a black household, mind your own business. Whatever happens in this house,
Stays in this house.
stays in this house.
On
We
a
have
village.
to break that.
Yeah, we gotta break it. Yeah, I agree.
Because it used to be a village.
Yes,
That's it.
it used to be. And how dare
When I
us?
was coming up, if I did some dumb shit,
We going back in here.
and
Oh, we didn't have a crazy talk right here. We can
No,
talk
we
about
didn't.
this.
Like,
Oh,
I
yes,
don't know
we.
what he's talking about.
This is
Well, you
crazy.
can take that off the wall, brother, because
like if
this way
people-
this,
Yeah,
I know,
that's the
I'm
thing.
like-
We need to spread. We need to
cut you though,
spread
for
this
you.
knowledge
But,
to
like-
each other because that's what
When I was-
knowledge is power.
when I was coming up,
I got beat by everybody. The neighbor and everybody.
yeah, I'm about to say, if I did some dumb
Nice.
shit,
Yes, I did.
if I did some dumb shit,
Grew
Miss
up
Shirley was
together,
ready to get
did
with me.
not get
If
Yes,
Miss
sir.
Shirley ain't catch me, then the other
The
Miss
neighbor
Shirley might catch me.
ain't gonna call
if
your
ain't
mama
either
too.
one of them catch me, the goddamn Mr. George might catch me, or
Yes,
Uncle
sir.
Oh,
George
yeah,
might
that was
catch me.
how I grew up,
Or,
too.
you know, Miss Betty from across the street might got
Was gonna correct you when you did
whoever it
wrong.
was, and they was gonna get with me right then, and then explain to my people what I did. Then my people's gonna
It does.
reinforce whatever they taught.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? But that don't happen there because if you see a child fucking up, you ain't supposed to say nothing to that child. You know what I'm saying? So if you say something to that child, then all of a sudden the parent, rather than taking accountability for the fact that the child might, lesson might have slipped through, not take, you know what I'm saying? Like most parents get defensive and think that you automatically insulting their parenthood when you telling the child what's right from wrong. It ain't that you might not have taught that child that lesson. It's just the child might receive it differently, understanding that somebody else is willing to reinforce what you already taught. But most parents get so defensive and most parents get so self-conscious. Oh no, you can't talk to my baby. You can't correct my child. And especially as an athletic coach, when that unruly child get on the field and can't goddamn cooperate with other kids, you want to take blame and not understand it. That shit come from the house. Because it's a goddamn uncooperative house that he coming up in, so he thinks conflict is normal.
So that goes back to the conversation where we were talking about when you can stand on something that you believe in. So I mean, because that happens all the time. I have corrected children all the time, and the mamas that came to me, and I had to correct them and educate them and let them know, I calm down. I don't have to, give them the same energy that they're giving me. If they come at me rowdy, I can make a choice to get rowdy back. But I've made the decision, like, let them say what they gotta say, and then explain to them, like, look,
How can you
they're children.
how can you distinguish women from being queens and whores? What's the fine line? No, what I'm saying is, like, how do you distinguish a woman from being a queen or a whore?
The mindset.
Listen to the verse.
Look at how they move.
It's more, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like what you said, how they move.
How they move. How you say how they speak.
Morals.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff that goes in. There's like a lot of people don't focus on that though. Like you gotta learn people. You gotta learn people, and it seems like we don't want to learn each other. We gotta learn people
Well, the real
first.
shit is your actions speak way louder than your words.
Yeah.
What she do,
I like that.
it matter.
Yeah,
No,
we
no,
not
no.
doing that.
Real shit,
No,
because a
I
lot of
know,
people
but
say
not
vibes
doing
is
that.
everything.
Keep
Queens.
going.
I'm talking about vibes. Listen, vibes, energy, vibe.
What is a vibe?
That's how she moves.
When you just
Let me get up.
you
Energy,
can,
get up and
you
explain
can
it.
force
Vibe,
something,
hold on.
or it just comes natural.
Hold on.
Before I
Vibes
holler
is
at a woman, I watch
everything.
the bitch back
Vibes
in the
Come
club.
get on the camera. Come get on the camera.
Because I'm gonna have fun in the
Hey,
club.
everybody,
I'm just saying.
I'm going
you
to
know I
have
love to
fun.
dance. You know I love to dance. In the club, before I even holler at a woman, I wait 3 weeks to see how she operate with people. I'm a people person.
Bro, take her out.
No, I ain't gonna take her out. I'm gonna watch her from afar. Cause
Yeah,
it
look,
could be a
If
phone.
you want to be
I want to
with
see how you go
I
act in
didn't
my
bet you
environment.
break
Hold on,
that
see
shit
how
down
many
like
dudes
that.
holler at you.
I done met the most, and we still friends. I done met the most, like,
You changing your verbiage.
no. I done met the most coolest motherfucker female. I done fuck on the first day, first night. Oh no, serious shit. And we still friends and everything. The vibes is everything, man. I swear. But vibes is like, vibes is love.
Hold
No,
on.
that's my opinion. Vibes is
So
everything.
what makes you a whore?
When you meet that woman, right?
Now watch
It's
this.
women, right? When you meet that nigga,
You're a man.
I know I'm a dick. I'm go. You out there, quick.
Oh,
Straight up, straight the fuck. I
Put
know
her
you
ass
out
out,
there.
man.
I'm just saying.
Preach, brother.
I'm just saying.
Preach,
But you,
Preach,
right?
brother.
Hold on.
Preach,
I-
brother.
Hold on.
Put her ass
Ah,
out.
no.
Oh, she out there, quick.
Thank you.
Period.
Thank you.
What the city girl said? Period.
No.
Period.
What for you? Yeah, fact. For you, right? I'm gonna ask you something.
I'm listening.
You done had her one night. I'm talking about, and that nigga, I swear to God, he could call you right now. He could call you right now. I swear to God. Where you been?
That ain't a vibe.
No, it is a vibe. What you
I'm
mean?
gonna tell you what it
No,
is.
hold on. Hold on. I'm telling you.
It's supposed to be
No,
like,
listen. She
I'm
know
gonna
that.
tell you what it is.
No, I'm asking the what? Big bro, I'm asking.
So
the
what's
what?
your question? I'm
I'm gonna
confused.
tell you what it is.
Yeah, that ain't a vibe.
All right, so
No,
You had that
nigga-
one night
That's
stand.
No, that
Okay.
nigga, that nigga. No, hold on. That nigga, when you gave him, you know your worth, you know your standards, your morals and principles, right? But I'm talking about when that nigga, when that man. Fuck your, no, hold on, fuck your man. Fuck your man. Until y'all had the deepest sauce in the world. And you say, nigga, he deserved his pussy that first night. He deserved it. Hey, where you going? Where you going? We going to the house. Yeah, to my house.
That's your
Fuck
mindset.
your house.
No,
We going to
that's
my house.
not
my house.
everybody
We want my house.
deserves
You
it.
know what I'm saying? You are the queen. You are the queen. I'm asking this beautiful queen right here. She done had it.
You ain't had a one night
She done had
stand
it.
before?
No, fuck no.
Oh, you know why? You know why? Damn that for 19
I'm sorry, I might be considering
No, I
that.
wasn't married.
No, I said.
I can only keep it real with you.
She been 19. She been tired.
It does not matter.
So
It
she
does
ain't
not matter.
even.
That don't
She
matter.
She ain't even lived yet.
Y'all say
She ain't even lived yet. You ain't lived until you got a one night stand. You ain't lived until you got a one night stand, and you ain't lived until you got some cut.
So say for instance, okay, so you never had a one night stand. What if you went out the country and you met somebody that you know can be a lifelong friend because y'all vibed and had great energy together, hung out, great conversation, you decided to have sex with that? I don't feel like that's a hoe.
I'm gonna tell you
You
what
can
it
get
is.
back to
No,
your country.
a hoe is a person
Want me to tell
that
you what it
say,
is?
listen,
What is
I need money. I need money. Like he telling you, like nigga,
You making
hey,
money.
listen,
Strippers
I suck your
dropping
dick.
their
Fuck you,
ass
man.
up.
You fuck with my ass. I need a
That is a
price.
hoe.
I need. It's a price on this show. That's a
I don't know too
whore.
many
You don't
strippers
know
that ain't
a
giving
woman
up
that say,
buttons, but I
I'm
mean, and I
feeling
know
your
a lot of
vibe. Hey.
strippers.
And y'all having conversation,
A
deep
vibe
conversation
does not
about
mean that he can lay down with
everything,
you.
and say,
Yes, it
yeah,
does.
I like
No, it
this.
does not.
This nigga deserve
A vibe
this
is-
pussy.
You don't deserve no pussy.
Oh, I
You don't
deserve-
have a
oh.
vibe
We're
with you.
humans, and human
Somebody
nature is to want to
somebody
know.
got a bag
I
of
know.
Well,
A
I
vibe means
I know this woman agree with me.
What is it?
Bruh,
Yeah, let's give some.
you
So-
know.
Oh, I know this woman
You're creating
agree
this
with
whole
me.
That what
life
it's been.
changing.
That's your opinion.
No,
I know
it's
this
not my
woman.
opinion. That's
Hold
real
on.
life
Hold
talk
on,
shit.
hold on,
Like,
hold on.
that is a soul tie.
Hold on.
You're giving
Hold on,
away
hold on,
your
hold on.
soul tie. Anytime you lay down with a man or
I got him.
Let her speak.
Go ahead, babe, because
So
y'all about
now,
to take me
what-
out.
I don't want to get mad.
No, I'm not mad.
You shot. You big brother. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna teach you something about a soul tie.
Okay, that's
Oh,
Now that you
when
have
you put your fucking. Let me break it down.
No.
When you put your motherfucking mule in that motherfucking
Put the
woman,
mule in
that's
her
a
ass.
soul tie, nigga.
Yeah, that's a soul tie.
Whatever. You can't tell me. That's a fact. Yes.
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 Y'all know
That's a
the
fact.
soul
When you
tie
put that
is?
motherfucking.
Hold on.
Hey, I know what soul tie is.
Goddamn.
I'm talking when you put.
Let me tell you about.
I can fuck every woman that I ever fuck. I can fuck a woman. I can fuck them right now. I swear to God, my life.
So now-
When they
now-
see me,
Straight up.
they see me.
Hold on.
They be with they nigga. I done did it before. They done be with they nigga and see me. Who the fuck is you looking at?
She still think about that
No,
mule.
no, hesitate.
Think about that mule.
I gotta go. I gotta go
Put
to the
that
bathroom.
mule up in her
You
eye.
see me?
Put that mule up in her
Soul
eye.
tie.
Straight up.
What are we
Soul
talking about?
tie.
The women
Soul
just
tie.
dated.
A soul tie with your laptop because you jerk off on that joint.
And that's not soul tie.
No.
XNXX is going on my wheel.
Bro, you got a soul tie with your car because you love that
Big
bitch
bro,
so much.
what? No, bro.
No,
Y'all crazy.
no.
Soul tie is when you connect that motherfucker.
Yeah, it's different
That
than just
pussy
sex,
and that
dog.
dick, and you go in there,
Oh, bro, it's
and
more
that
than that.
passionate.
Hold on,
fucking
the dating
fuck.
world
And
is
you
so
look in her
fucked
eyes
up.
and she like,
You a fan of
my
girl.
God.
You a
Let me
fan
touch
of
that.
girl.
Let me touch that.
Yeah, don't make me go.
I was going
Don't make me go. Go ahead, bro.
So now,
Go ahead.
I ain't never heard from that woman and see her. Man, and see
Hold on, let us speak. Let us speak, show.
Where you
Let us speak, show. Let me see what he gonna say. Because the dating world fucked up these
want me
days.
to tell you why?
Why? When Carter B came in the world.
Now that you have sex with this woman, right? You have sex with a woman. How many other men have she had sex with?
Thank you.
Plenty of.
Now watch
And you
this.
took on it.
Hold on.
Sorry.
Now that you have taken on all the men she have taken on, right? You have to satisfy every man she done been with. to please her. Because
No.
all
Yes.
I'm not-
Let him rock. Go ahead.
Wait, baby.
because you don't know how to please her. You
I know how to
don't.
please every woman.
You
No.
Oh my
can't
goodness.
please her.
You just-
Now you
When you first
I'm the fucking Billy Goat.
Let him finish.
You
Let
already
him
know the
finish.
kid.
You know
Let
what?
him finish.
What you talking about?
I'm a Capricorn, so I'm
I'm
the
the
goat.
Billy Goat. I'm the fucking Billy Goat.
I'm the goat.
It ain't a Billy Goat running in a pack of goats.
Ah!
I'm the fucking Billy.
Ah!
I'm telling you, nigga. I think I drop a gem to you.
So now,
A Billy Goat runs in a pack of
All right,
goats.
speaking from a female point of view,
Hold on,
that
can he
is-
finish?
Wait, let
Can
me-
he
let me
finish?
finish.
He ain't finished. Y'all kept cutting him off. Let him
And that's
finish.
and that shit, I'm the Billy Goat.
Let him finish. Go ahead. You can't please her, woman.
you can't. When you first meet a woman, you can't. The sexual part, you have to learn her. If you don't,
Man, I'm shocked with this shit.
you're rude.
I swear to God.
Can you let him finish?
You'll be the one to get killed.
Let him finish.
I'm human. I got.
Hey, look, comment after he finished. He can't goddamn get his point across and
That's-
just keep cutting
You
him
know
off.
why? You think you're the Billy Goat? Because that's your perspective.
No.
All right, so listen.
Watch this. Hold on, hold
Go
on.
ahead.
Are you
Go ahead.
married?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
No.
Why? If you're the Billy Goat, why aren't you married?
I don't believe in marriage.
So what do you believe in? Because I'm into poly.
I believe in.
I'm in the poly too.
I believe in.
I'm into
Okay.
poly.
I believe
Straight
in
up.
marriage.
Why?
I believe in
Want me to tell you
loyalty.
why you
are
ain't?
so quiet.
Want me to
Straight
tell
up.
you why
I
you
do
ain't?
wanna get married.
Oh, no,
But I
wait
don't
a minute,
believe
because you
in-
don't know me.
I don't.
I
I
believe
didn't.
in
I
poly.
never said that I wasn't into, because I actually
All right,
believe
let's go.
in polygamy relationships. I just feel like
Call me when it's over with. All right, go ahead.
What?
No, but
when you first
I
have
believe
sex-
I believe, especially in our community, that we were brainwashed with religion. And you know, and I do understand the soul ties because it is real. You know what I'm saying? Because you when you have sex, you do take on
I'm
other
asking you one
people's
thing.
energy.
Have you had sex with a man and thought about another man?
Yes.
Ooh, that's a soul tie.
I know, that's why I said I do
That's a
believe
soul
in
tie.
That is
But
a
see,
straight
you're
soul
looking,
tie.
you're looking at soul ties just from a sexual point of view.
It can be verbiage.
Soul ties, like say for instance,
When you
you
put
might
that
be
dick and
suffering
you
from
put that
depression
in
or
that pussy,
something.
that's a
You know what I'm
soul
saying?
What's your
And
definition
we
of
have
soul tie?
that.
I know the definition
A
of
soul tie.
tie.
She could be. A woman or a male could be
You are speaking
connected with that woman.
You are
or that
speaking
man.
physical.
But balance,
speaking of
when you're human,
Yeah, soul tie.
It's a different.
Soul tie is like I'm talking about.
You're speaking from
My
a
soul
physical
tie
orientation.
is probably different from you, right? Or
You're
everybody
speaking-
right here. I'm
you're
talking
speaking
my
on-
soul tie. If you be talking about
speaking
fucking
only
a woman,
physical.
right? That we were talking about, right? That's something, right? We were
Are
talking
you a
about fucking
spiritual being?
woman.
Is the question.
Huh?
Are you a spiritual being?
Not a religious
Yeah,
being,
because
but a
I
spiritual
believe
one.
in some.
No,
believe
I didn't
in-
ask you that. Don't give me
Spiritual,
a
like,
an
do you-
example.
Right.
I
Yes
asked
or
you a
no?
question.
Are you
Are you
spiritual?
a spiritual being?
Yeah, probably so. Yeah.
So why are you only
I don't
speaking
even know
from a
myself.
carnal aspect?
No, I'm dead
But
wrong.
I do-
No, I'm dead wrong. I don't.
he's so
I
disrespectful.
don't know. I'm just trying
It's
to.
a disrespect.
I'm just walking on this earth trying
No,
to.
that's disrespectful.
Be real.
This
But you know what? You admit it.
Why am I
No,
disrespectful?
you
And I
disrespectful.
speak truth here the same way.
But that's
y'all don't want to
your
say.
truth
But yo,
is
I
your
don't
truth.
know who my fucking.
Yo,
I
but
don't
that
know
doesn't
about
mean
roots.
that it's
Yo, my brother.
I don't know nothing.
Yo, my brother.
You
You
saying
that's
weird.
but that's
Oh,
awareness.
God.
You admit
Yeah,
shit.
I know
She
no
like
fucking slave. I
Hey,
know that shit is corrupt. That Bible is corrupt. That's my opinion. I believe all
I've
that
been
shit
dealing
is
with
straight
this for
control.
years.
I believe I came from
You know, I'm gonna say
something.
what I'm gonna say.
He
It could be
always
Allah,
is
whatever,
every
if
time
it's
I
really
see
true.
him.
I would never
It's
fucking know until the fat lady sing.
I know niggas probably
Just
fight
saying,
about this shit,
it-
but,
what they say.
I'm sorry. Every time I pray,
I'm just saying, I
I've
know
been
we
saying
can't. I know I
Jesus'
came
name,
from
and
something.
I'm
That's
sorry.
all right.
I've been
I know I came
blessed.
from something.
That, my
A
life
spirit.
is
I know
led
it
by
might be an
that.
alien.
And anybody can
What
judge
works for
it.
you?
know what I'm saying?
I would say that's,
I feel like
Works
sex
But I don't
has
know
been,
about
that's a hard
Just saying,
subject.
I don't know
I
about
feel like
People
sex is
say the
manipulated.
universe
though.
is
Like,
Just saying.
Right.
My bad, I'm getting on something.
Y'all got people listening.
Like-
Y'all gotta come like one at a time.
Yeah, exactly.
y'all take the what people don't talk about when it comes to sex is how it heals you too, mentally and everything. People go, sex scientifically it causes you to be happier and everything and release good hormones. Yes. Like,
Well, let's go release
and
it.
not even that, it clears your skin and everything. Good things come from sex. Don't get me wrong, you do have to be careful who you have sex with, because if it, say, a woman pH, for example, if you have sex with a man
The best
who
sex
don't
I've ever had.
You lay down with demons. Let's be real.
The craziest women had the best pussy.
The craziest women had the best pussy. Straight up.
Straight up.
And at the end of the day,
Are you crazy?
when I get in there, the pussy that you get in, and you have to rethink the situation when you get up in there. That is the best pussy, and that bitch is crazy because she knows the craziest women.
I'm trying to know. Hold on.
Straight up.
She can tell
Straight
you
up.
nothing.
Ain't talking to you and shit.
Yeah.
You know what?
It's the devil.
Here you go.
Who?
Hey, watch
Yeah.
this. Hold
Oh my
on.
God,
Watch this.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna show you this song.
That's how it be.
Who did that to you?
They, who?
I ain't naming no names.
Look,
I ain't getting
that's a soul tie because it took you there instantly.
No.
And you start
No,
remembering.
Me, I'm a type of nigga. Oh no, bitch. I said, see me in the bedroom, and I know my baby mama looking all type of shit. bedroom.
That's his disclaimer.
All other bitches to this period. This, I know, they know me. Oh no, it's competition. That's in a relationship and everything. They know my mind. In a relationship, it's all about competition. Who's on top of their shit. That's who control everything.
I'm not in
Who
competition
don't?
with
No,
nobody.
and competition is nothing.
That's what I said
Competition
earlier.
is- competition is not
That's
wrong.
what I said. That's what I said earlier.
Oh, you made 10 bands.
You in
competition?
But I'm gonna make 20 next
Watch
next
this.
month.
You say
Oh,
you
you give me. Oh, in a sex game. Oh no, this bitch can't fuck with me.
Watch this. Watch this.
I
Hold on.
know.
Watch this.
That's
I
what
want
we
to
did.
ask you this. You say you're in competition.
You in competition?
You in competition. You say you're in competition in the bedroom.
I like we speak on like, damn, they fucked my mind, right? Or they fucking me, they fucking with me.
How do you know you please no woman?
Oh, I know.
Because a nigga can fake a orgasm, but I can't.
But why do
You
women
ain't-
do that?
Oh no.
Why do women
Because-
fake, man?
Oh, not with
Because
me.
someone, you can be with someone, right, and they may not be.
Why not tell them the truth?
You can later, but
Later, why not do
But
that?
that goes back to what he was saying.
No,
When
hey,
you
no,
was
in
nice
the
to
moment,
him,
gonna make you
and
feel
you
like
did-
the best thing.
and you had to
I wanna
go
bring it back
to
to you.
the-
Thank you,
you
sir.
ain't gotta
I wanna
fake
bring
no
it back to you
orgasm.
on that.
School,
I'm
no,
just
stop
gonna
the
put that
school.
out there, 'cause I
I'm just saying.
and
I'm just saying. No, I know the fuck.
So,
I'm talking about. I'm just
I mean, you
saying.
can make the
But we
decision
did-
not
but
to
everybody
be with
on the job,
everybody
like you
that
said.
you have great connection with. But if
Everybody
you
have
don't
their
have a
own
connection with
different-
somebody, I don't see the
Say that again,
But
please.
niggas, women be faking orgasms because the nigga drive a Dodge Charger. No.
She thinking about it. If she, listen,
No, what she thinking about?
you feel me?
They didn't really say that.
I said it.
Talking
He
about.
said
I
that.
said it.
Whoa, I love. Listen, this the greatest podcast ever. Greatest podcast everybody follow right now. No cap.
That's why I asked you.
Corn Brown. You already know.
I can't. Yeah.
At the end of the day,
Okay.
take me for example. When I pop
Cause you had
a
a
piece
fine
of that
joint.
pill,
Where she at anyway?
A piece of that
when I pop a piece of that pill, that means I'm trying to touch a piece of your soul. So when I go
So
in,
you trying to? So it's like coming. So you want to win?
straight up, I'm trying to win. So at the end of the day,
Or just like with a woman. When a woman say, when you talk to that woman, when you talk to that woman like, man, I don't suck dick, or you ain't getting no head
She'll
on
do
the first
anything to
night.
please-
I'll fuck you though.
Ho.
Listen, hold on. And
it's
she
a
like,
deal
and she
breaker.
like, you know what?
If you don't suck dick, it's a
Hold on,
deal
hold on.
breaker.
And she like, you know what?
It's a deal
You know
breaker.
The vibe that night was great, and she like, man, and then you see a whole different side.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you something about that.
She's trying to go ahead.
A woman will conform her life to the man she wants in her life.
Facts. She would do any and fuck that thing.
That's why she can make it
A
orgasm.
woman will do that. She will go into her whole
Not every
identity
man.
for the
You
man
can be in
she
a
wants in
relationship,
her
he not
life.
doing right
I
every
would
single
change my whole
time,
identity.
dog.
So why would you
My
think
identity.
why
If
she
you
like
don't
that?
have your own
That's
self-identity, then who
Not
are you?
physical identity.
No, I'm talking about mentally. Like if you don't have, if you,
It's different.
then you become a
You can't
Kanye
always.
West. That's
Not
like
every-
you
not every
being
woman
in
is
search
Not
of
every
other
woman is
things, trying to
Keep pounding
make
shit.
something of
If
yourself.
you're with, no, I don't mean
if you
just
not-
anybody.
This is a
I don't
question
mean
for
just
all
anybody.
men and women. This is a question for all men and women. Would you want the male to be dominant or the woman?
I
to
want
be
the man to
dominant?
be dominant.
Supposed to be. Get the
But no, hold on. Hold on. Answer that. No, hold on. She said
Do
something.
you really? Do you want the male to be dominant
dominance.
or the woman to be dominant?
I would like
Yes,
a woman to be
please
dominant
explain.
financially.
No, I'm talking about
Hold on,
sexually.
hold on.
I'm talking about sexually.
I'm the alpha.
I'm talking about sexually.
I'm the
Now,
alpha.
if you get you a
do what I
goddamn,
said.
if you get you a woman that devour your
That's
ass,
Lord.
if you get you a woman
Hold
that
on, stop
devour
that
your
right there. Look
ass,
on TV.
Step your game up.
And his backing.
cunt. That is cunt. You
got Becky yet.
Hold on.
He's so in love.
Hold on, this is a great joke. Why would you fake it, an orgasm, and let a man continue to
Instead of saying get the fuck up.
to
I've
please your
never
treasure?
understood that concept.
Hold on. No, I'm just saying because he
What are
spoke
we
on
talking
that.
about?
Straight up.
But why would you?
What are we talking about?
And still letting them in your temple.
Goddamn,
That's a body in your
No,
temple.
if you're not attracted to him,
No.
That's
if
a
you
body
not-
in
you
your
feel me?
temple.
If you're not attracted, no, you said that. You said
I'm not talking.
you
No,
would let a
if you're
nigga
with
play and
somebody,
fake it.
no, if you're
But why
with
would you
someone,
have sex
I'm
with
gonna be
somebody
like,
if
if
y'all
I'm
don't
not talking,
connect
I'm gonna be
like
we're not
that?
talking about a one night stand here.
I gotta go.
We're
I
not
gotta
talking
go.
about a one night stand.
This
In a
is
relationship.
garbage.
In a relationship,
Okay.
that's
Unless you have
you can't tell me that
exterior
every
motive.
fucking time that you hit it with a girl that you was in a relationship with, you made her come every single time.
You'll never
Every
know.
time.
The pole will never outlast the hoe.
Straight up.
That woman can go all night.
Straight up.
And you gonna need some water.
Straight up. You know how many
real
times
woman-
a woman told me she was
would
so.
be-
Hey, go see what I'm
She
saying.
would be
That's
pleased
good.
with 7 minutes.
That is
look,
good for
Oh,
your erection.
no, real shit. A whore? Oh, you just now came in 3.5 or 7.5 or 15. All right. I gotta go to work.
He got-
Go ahead, go home.
He got a
See,
lot.
another nigga coming in the back door. That's a whore. But a real woman, a real queen, and she attracted to that man, she's not gonna fake it.
That's not true.
What? She's
She's
not
gonna make you feel like you're the best thing ever. That's not always true.
I've
If
never-
you're
she's
in a
not
relationship,
fake, no.
you mean if
Why
you're
would
in a
you have
relationship
a
with
man
somebody,
in you
every time that you
and
fuck,
you not attracted?
it's not that you're not attracted.
Can I be honest? Can I be honest? Can I be honest?
You're
They
not-
going
The
in
best
over here.
sex I had was sex that I won't dominate in.
And that's my baby mama.
Straight up. The bitch that I can't devour like that, the bitch that I can't
I can't let
goddamn finesse her ass and do what I want to do with, the bitch that I goddamn tie my head down after the situation.
That's right.
That's my soul tie. That's my soul tie.
That's my soul tie.
That's my soul tie.
But you know what that's gonna do
I
for
get
you?
that.
I'm gonna tell you what it's gonna do for you. It's gonna
Make me want to try to goddamn be better the next time and the next time and the next
Not
time.
only that.
Straight up.
Not only that.
Straight up.
Not only
Why you like
that.
the Weiger?
It's gonna make you upgrade your physical part as a man to take care of home more. That's what that's gonna do.
Yeah.
And most women don't know the power they have.
Exactly.
Yeah, facts.
So them Jones you dragging
Yeah.
and doing all that, doing the Dougie and all that, don't want them.
Walls.
You know what I
You
mean?
one of the ones that
Don't
can dominate the
want
bedroom.
You know what I mean?
I'm talking that one when you get in that bitch and you be like, oh, hold on.
Give
You
me
gotta
two
sit in that
minutes.
bitch for a second.
Yeah.
Don't move.
Don't move.
Don't fucking move.
Hold and you move. It's over.
You hear me?
It's
Chill the
over.
fuck out, 'cause this is
I can't have this conversation.
It's done.
This is
Then I gotta go
different.
get some water. Give me about 3 more minutes.
Yeah, this is different.
Yes.
You gotta sit in
Yes.
that bitch like this is different.
You get retarded in
You gotta
that.
think
Never
about
heard,
basketball.
You know what I mean?
You gotta think about what you're doing. Work tomorrow. Goddamn, don't you move. If you don't move, it's over.
Yeah, it's over.
I want to please you.
Goddamn,
I want to make you mad.
Yeah. What I gotta do? What I gotta do?
You think
You got it, baby. I'm gonna take him to water country. You just stay put. I got it. I'm gonna be the best man I can be. That's what make a man submissive right there.
Fixing grilled cheese.
You feel what I'm saying?
What?
Watching
I don't know what
Now, if you ain't got that type of coochie,
But you need
You ain't never had it?
stay at the call
Never
center.
heard.
Stay at the call center if you ain't got that type of coochie.
Stay at the car.
You know what I mean? Straight up.
Shout out to my baby mama.
You will never be a stay-at-home mom. Girl, your ass is going to work.
Ladies,
You know what I mean?
The nigga ain't never been sitting
Yeah.
outside
Just
with
now.
us 6 o'clock
You
in the
know-
morning.
Them stay-at-home moms got that outstanding.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, but
Ladies
like,
know
but
what
it's
goddamn
real.
they shit fire.
So yeah, that's what it is for me, and I can't really, like I said, I done ran across them or whatever, but most of the time, be a whore. Like I done got some head from a joint, man. For real, she
why
started.
did you consider her a whore?
She's a whore, cause she know what she doing.
Well, why are you fucking with a whore?
Is that a whore?
No, that's not a whore. Did you-
She's if she get on me, listen.
Go ahead,
Like at the end of the
go
day,
ahead.
I got head from joints, bro, and it took them 2 hours.
Oh, shit.
I got some head from a joint. I got some head from a
2
joint.
hours.
15
Who the
seconds.
fuck?
What?
You got for 2 hours.
Over with.
Like,
She knew that. She knew the exact points.
Go baby.
Hold up.
You feel me?
Go baby.
Go
I'm not
baby.
That
I'm trying to
muscle
get
line.
it to you.
If you get a joint that make your
you shake
Oh,
it.
give me some
mustard.
Take that crap out.
You shake it like a stripper, like, oh
So you
shit,
had
no,
somebody
man,
suck your
shit.
dick for 2 hours.
They do. They gonna be down there as long, and it be nothing. I just be like, man, what the fuck? I am not going. I be trying to
Why
push.
you probably just bend that ass over, but it ain't like that's ridiculous.
How fast are you?
It ain't going. But it's a joke to goddamn that'll get there, hit them pressure
I have
points.
4 kids.
Bop, bop, bop. They'll goddamn
I have
turn their head.
4 kids
and
don't
it's a
mean
wrap.
that he just
You know what I mean?
Nah.
You feel me?
Well, yeah.
That's the real. The joints you ain't think was whores, the bigger hoes.
You know what's
Like,
crazy?
that's the big eternal.
Wait, are you sure they was a whore because they knew what they was doing?
Yeah.
Or they just knew what they were doing.
Also, real shit, if a nigga keep
And
it
that's
real,
whole.
a nigga would rather fuck with a whore than fuck with a joint that ain't
I like whores. I like
That
whores.
means less work he
But when I
got to
meet
put in.
Exactly.
but now,
He ain't gotta fight with to get that
You gonna
drink.
get right back me. You gonna be a whore if no, you a whore in the bedroom with me.
Yeah.
It's a
Exactly.
difference. Now,
You
if you a
know
whore
that.
in that bedroom with me,
You do know
you
that
getting wiped the fuck
all
up.
women are not
Now,
the same.
if you a whore,
all men.
Everybody.
That's what I
you
said.
is a
Like,
whore.
you do
But you know what though? I got something to
You
counter
are
that.
You know what I'm saying? But if you a whore, if you
Because
put
they
your
fuck
shit
with
there
you
on
and
your
they
Hey,
value
but
weight,
peep game though.
And they
you
they
is.
got
Let me
that
tell you,
value.
I'm
we
coming home every night.
we stand on the friend zone box.
Hey, but this
We ain't in the friend zone box no more.
Like,
But this the real
all
shit.
you label
I'm
them
tired of y'all
whores.
saying I'm y'all brother. I ain't y'all brother no
I
more.
ain't your goddamn
Hey,
brother.
You know what
beat
though?
up, I'm
know what I
not
mean?
playing.
Fuck
Drummers
up,
beat on
fuck up
them.
friend zone.
Hey, on some real shit.
Hold on. Fuck up, brother friend.
Niggas be bullshit because at the end of the day, the woman decide it ain't never yours, bro. It's just your turn.
It's just your turn.
That's it.
That's
And,
the
and
reality
all
of the
women don't
game.
treat all men the same.
That's not
Bullshit.
true. That's not true.
Bullshit.
That's not true because if I want to keep you, I'm gonna keep you.
But it's her decision, bro.
It's,
I would've
it's,
keep you
it's
alive,
my
because
decision.
You do what you gotta do to keep her.
Shawty just told you the game.
It's both-
She gonna
it's
fake
both
like
decisions.
everything real, but she gonna be doing whatever the fuck she wanna do in her own time to get real.
I look at
That's why
actions.
I-
I look at actions. I know when you fully for me and really on me and when you faking. I know that.
Yeah.
So
You
never
any
got-
human being can tell when they being fake.
You never got played before.
No.
Oh, so you good?
I don't like when women. I don't like when women
Oh, so you
act
faking.
like they
You be
they-
faking.
They
I ask
showing
you a
you
question,
they
you
tryna
be
fuck,
faking.
but they don't fuck.
I know when it's when you faking.
You think?
I know when I'm being played.
They trying to friend
How long
zone.
do it take for you to catch on?
Not friends don't like.
But I don't see the
like,
point
they
of
flirt with
faking
you
things,
and
though. I
they-
just feel
Because
like that's just a waste of time.
They don't want to be talked about.
No, you just
Yeah,
don't
right.
do
No,
it.
it
What he
depends.
was saying.
It don't-
It really
If
depends.
you don't
Like,
connect
if
with
you're-
that person, just don't do it. If you are not in the mood, if you are not in a place where you want to have sex and you're not sexual at
But
the
if my
moment,
man is in the
just
mood, baby, face down, ass up all day. Like, I don't have to be. in the mood.
that's
Like,
where
it's
polygamy
okay.
come in.
baby,
Go ahead,
what
get you
I'm
another
saying,
girlfriend
it's
because
not,
I'm
you don't
not.
even have to fake it, but if you need to get your
I'm
shit off,
sorry.
get your shit off.
All right,
What you gonna do?
Hey,
Another
why
woman
not make
will.
sure that you
Woman
get
to
on the
Hold
woman.
on. I want to say something. Can I ask the women? Would y'all rather? Would you bring a woman in the bedroom with your man, or would you bring a nigga? Would you rather bring a nigga? All right, you out there quick.
Factory. We put you
I
out.
was thinking on nigga.
You go out the door,
I feel like
you
I
keep
don't know.
your shit
I
out.
don't know in my personal business. I would rather bring a female.
On when?
Hey, but you know,
When?
never mind. I was about to
I got
say.
good credit, land, and 401k package.
I got good
know-
credit.
I'm
You've
scouting.
been trying all night, baby. Give him the time of day, please.
I ain't got no
I've
money, I
known him
got
my
bad
whole
credit.
life, and this is nothing. But, he do my sister like this too. My twin.
We all went to school together.
Yeah.
Look, he, like, he just say anything.
No, I'm listening, bro.
No, but I just feel like it's like having 2 male pit bulls in the same pen. Like, no, you can. Well, no, because you can't have 2 females. But that's not a good example.
One of them have to be submissive.
Yeah, but I don't know. For me,
So
I would
you
feel
saying
like
so
I'm
what
getting. I would feel like I'm having a train ran on me with 2 men.
Facts.
Would you get a better experience out of that?
I would like that.
Because
I
when
would- I
one
would
dick
vote
failed,
somebody to
the
fuck
other
me.
dick
I would like-
prevailed.
I don't.
Sure.
If you got good
People
dick,
are
I don't
paid.
need
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
I don't need.
Hold on. When you got what?
That's
Good
weird to
dick.
me.
What
I
is
don't
good
need-
dick? That's the question.
Yeah, what's good dick?
What's good?
Now that's hard to explain, y'all.
How is it hard to explain?
What
You
do
said
you
it.
look for out of a dick?
Maybe you can explain.
What do
yours.
you look for out of a dick? What do you look for out of a
We
dick?
gonna open the door for you. You can come
Yeah,
back.
This is the last one, and then we go to another
Yeah,
subject.
what do you look for out of a dick?
Oh, so your man don't fit the criteria?
I don't have one. But what I'm saying,
So what is good?
I just feel, I don't know. I mean, it just feels.
What is good
so
to
for
you?
me, listen, just hear me out. For
So if you
me,
fake it, how you gonna do?
Oh yeah.
The best podcast in the world. want
slowly.
to expose
Yo,
You gotta set them up slowly.
No, because it takes a lot. There's so much involved when it comes to dating, and this is just me.
What's
It's
involved?
like mindset, the whole
So
fucking
Jill
vibe
Scott.
shit. Yeah, okay, baby. Yeah.
I don't think it's that common.
Jill Scott. Why we talking about Jill
Jill
Scott?
Scott taught y'all ladies what to
I'm
do.
about to say take a walk in the park.
No,
like,
No,
I
she
know,
be on stage
That's why
with
you
that
can't
microphone.
say
I know women.
Jill, I love you.
shout out to Jill.
See, this the one right here. You gotta watch this.
I know he's so quiet. What's your
He
sign?
ain't quiet.
Is it?
I am
All right,
too.
this
When your
is a
birthday?
great one.
January.
Is it-
My birthday,
is it
January
wrong
6th.
for women
You a
to watch
January
porn
Capricorn. You quiet
and learn?
on
You don't lie.
I'm
just listening to you.
The thing about it is how do you
You only got Capricorn.
you may look at it as material to masturbate to.
Hey,
Some people may look at it
it's
as
a great
material for education.
Okay,
So I can try
I'm still shocked by that.
Don't know.
You know, it's how you interpret it.
It's all different.
Is it wrong for a woman to watch porn and learn how to please her man?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Porn. It's not wrong for a woman to watch porn, but what's that about?
Do you watch?
Yes, I watch porn.
When?
Don't watch porn.
I just wanna touch your butt. I just wanna rub your gut. Hey, cause we too cold. I need a big girl to come and warm me up. And we ain't gotta go outside, no. We can stay warm in the house.
Hold on.
And if she said you get down in my response, nothing wrong with your mouth. No, I just want that Jill Scott. That Jill Scott. Baby, give me some Jill top. Some Jill top. Pop on like a good girl. Wanna steal the top. Still drinking Jill pop. Believe your life, girl, I will not. I ain't no winning to Jill Scott. That Jill Scott. That Jill Scott. Baby, give me some Jill top. I love that Jill Scott. Baby, you want that Jill Scott. Baby girl, give me that Jill Scott. You want that Jill Scott. So tell me
That's how you get to a man.
That Jill Scott,
That's how
man.
you get to a man when
That
you
Jill
get
Scott.
that
If you ain't got that Jill Scott, I don't want to talk to you. You know what I mean? Straight up. You know what I mean?
Goddamn right.
Oh, you the only woman in here now.
Oh, yeah. I like to apply pressure.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, my
I'm a
former
fire,
wife.
baby. I burst pipes.
Me
So,
personally, I'm
this
gonna
beautiful queen, right?
talk about it like this. Let's go about it. You know what I mean? Fellas, don't let the titties fool you. Don't let the titties
I ain't a
fool
titty
you.
man. I'm a hip.
You know what I mean?
I
Just
am
because she got
a
some beautiful
titty man.
titties, don't mean her coochie great. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, Virginia, they
The most
titties and
smallest,
no ass,
no, the
ass, no
most
titties.
fattest ass, like, you know, not fat ass, but, you know, the most, it got the greatest pussy. I can vouch for that.
Fat ass?
No, the most, you know,
Straight down.
Straight down jump.
straight down ass.
Yeah.
It's the most
Yeah,
crazy
straight up.
pussy I ever had.
Yeah.
Shout out to my BF.
I agree.
Shout out,
Little
baby.
booties matter.
Stand
Little
up.
booties definitely
Stand
matter.
up. Let's
Little
see.
booty
Yeah.
definitely
Let's
fucking
see that
matter.
loaded.
Big dog shit.
Yeah.
Huncho.
God.
Shout out to my Huncho.
That's
G.
because the girls with the big butts can't take it.
No,
Flat ass.
the big asses. It's like it's really they can't no they could I done had some women that could take it, but most of them it's nothing. I'm talking about the pussy. It's a difference with your ass and pussy. You ain't fucking the ass, you fucking inside the pussy.
I got a question.
When you go in that motherfucking pussy,
It's a little
something
off
different.
subject, but so I have a lot of friends who was considering getting their ass done, and I'm like, and
Yeah.
I, you
No,
know,
that's-
and
that's
I always
insecurity.
think,
Go ahead.
and I'm just trying to figure out, you know, if you do anal sex, like, what the fuck is the difference? Like, what is the difference? Why is it necessary for all these women to have big boobs?
Image.
It's a look.
Like,
It's a look.
Oh, yeah. No, it's insecurity.
The media did it.
Why? Oh my
With the
God, I
music
need my
video.
ass.
In the 80s and 90s, they did it with titties.
Cause I feel
That's
like
really-
men like tight booties.
Huh? You said man like what?
Tight booties.
She do
God,
no.
God.
You ain't no.
Next subject.
We getting off this
No,
subject.
yeah. But anyway, but like, no, I think.
Always
I
go
know
too
that
far.
was, but no, I'm talking about.
I'm
Something fell on his head.
For real, ATM, ATM, like at the end of the day, ATM, ask the mouth. Ask the mouth, that's the best women alive, like at the end of the day. You know, if you do ATM, call me.
See, you know what I mean?
I'm about to leave, y'all. I've been here too long.
But listen. But listen.
The next subject, bro. We're gonna get out. Next subject.
Yeah.
Next
All right,
Please.
so what I want to say is, what I want to ask is, how do y'all feel about the floor with the last year on a deeper conversation? Not about racism. This about
Far as the murder?
no, as far as blacks, like getting fed up. I don't want to hear.
Well, this
but
is-
I'm telling y'all what I want to hear from y'all, right?
This is
So
the
I'm just
time.
saying, we getting fed up at a time right now. 'Cause I feel like we living in our last days anyway, and I feel like America is coming down.
Well,
And how do y'all feel about we getting fed up and I feel like we will have war on our soul soon. War on our soul. What I mean is it will be war on this land, and it ain't been that since the Civil War.
Well, it's nothing new under the
And
sun.
nobody do not want that. I'm just saying, nobody do not want that
we've been fed
for
up.
real.
I'm gonna say it's nothing new
Civil
under the
War.
sun.
We've been
Everything
fed up
has
since the
come full
1800s.
circle.
It ain't been there since a long time.
17. Let's be correct.
1700s.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm just saying,
Well, when the
I
first
feel like it's
war
going
here,
to be there, but
1605.
it came to the point that, and I want y'all opinion.
Okay, we've been fed up 400 plus years.
Facts.
Virginia has its own constitution. Most people don't know that. So the Virginia Act 1705. This is why no police will ever be held accountable. Our master can correct his slave.
I want to hear it.
Oh.
Because you was powerful. And I want to give you words while you here.
Well,
Go ahead.
Virginia has its own constitution. Most people don't know that.
Oh, please.
The Virginia Act of 1705 says a master can correct his slave. Even if the correction is a murder, the master should be free of all punishment. Ain't that's what's going on?
Yeah.
The police kill a black man.
No punishment.
We worry about sentencing or conviction. We worry about the wrong stuff.
The wrong, that's been saying
The
for
wrong
years.
stuff. We have to change these laws. We've been fed up 400 plus years.
How can
You gotta change yourself first.
Yeah.
That's the first thing you gotta do.
First thing is self.
No,
Self-
well,
big-
you
no,
know what you
it-
can
it's
because
more
people
deep.
would change
I'm ready to get to it.
themselves and then they would still create
Okay.
laws.
Hold on.
Change yourself.
Yeah,
But that's-
I
When
know.
you change yourself, you still gotta change. It's
like-
still.
You
I'm
change
gonna tell you,
yourself.
that's a million more people that gotta
Wait,
change
no, no,
themselves.
but
That's
what makes a certain culture?
That's what I'm saying.
That's the groundwork. That's the
Let me tell you.
foundation.
But listen, but what makes a certain
I will give it
culture
to you.
negative
You know what I'm
though? Just because in our culture we may do things differently, it doesn't mean.
But you have to play
it's
that. If you
wrong.
if you want change,
Now, I'm not talking about like going out killing each
if
other.
you
and
want
stuff
change
like
in
that,
this country, you have to play like every other country.
So that's when you go back to
When
Martin
the
Luther
Asians
King.
want some change, you know what they do? They
Stick
go
together.
down legislation, stick together, and say, "Here go $50,000, change this." Why we can't do it?
Because you gotta realize that Asian law that came out, it's not.
It's
it,
big
it
money
was.
behind
It's,
it.
it's not Chinese. It's not Japanese.
Big
It's not
money.
Vietnamese. It's Asians
And
altogether.
Pacific
All
Islander.
together. They grew
So-
up all together.
Or cheeky ass.
So, okay. So it's like if we want, like you said, if we want
We
things
have
to
to put
change.
funding behind it.
Yeah.
Funding.
Can I say this? Can I say this?
Unity.
As a culture, for real, every race, has their shit with them. White people got the Aryan Nation, Ku Klux Klan, and whatever the fuck, and who they act out hillbillies, trailer park trash. Let's talk about it. But in the black community, when they look at us as a whole. But at the end of the day, they not looking at the upper class black people, the people that know how to convey themselves in public. They looking at the motherfucking
But that's just
poverty
probably-
part.
You
Let's
know why?
talk about it.
Oh,
Let's
no,
talk.
no,
It's
no,
stereotype.
No, the reason why the poverty, the reason why, like you said, that was a good joke.
We
The
act,
reason why-
I ain't finished. I hate the poverty part.
Me too.
It's we so stupid in some of our goddamn. It's so I hate it.
across the
I hate it.
Okay, but
But
listen,
you know,
I hate it.
hold on,
but
hold on,
listen.
hold on.
So you do.
I hate it.
So, but that's just propaganda because the black women have been at the top of the education system in the United States for the past.
They not looking at the upper
But
class.
that's what
You know
we
why?
If they
still
know we
make-
got some bright black people.
But listen, but we
But
still
it's
make
these
the least
idiots out here.
So, what does that tell you?
Oh.
It's not it doesn't just come with changing the mind. Because if you look
No,
at that,
I know it's not just changing the mind, but it has. That's the first thing you have to have. That's what I'm saying. Like, think about when you were a child, right? Hold on. Think about when you were a baby. First, you learn how to roll over. You learn how to
stages.
You learn how to crawl. You learn how to walk. And you learn how to run. We gotta get to that first stage, and it's like we can't. We keep wanting to run. We don't know how to crawl yet. And that's what we got. That's why I say it starts with self accountability, and we have to hold ourselves, you individually, first. You gotta be the change you want to see in the world. That's what you have. Everybody, if you want to see black people change, I gotta change myself first and break out of this mindset that's been indoctrinated and been fed all these lies and bullshit. That's the first thing you gotta do. And you gotta lead by example. And then from there, you're able to spread that. You have to want to spread that information and knowledge to those around you. You gotta want to teach people. You gotta want that. You gotta want it. First of all, you gotta want to do better for yourself, and then you want to use that to help people around you. But if we don't do that, it's like we
point fingers.
We like to be we want to point fingers. We like it's the white man. It's the like
mine.
Yeah, what are we doing? Like, and then I'm saying for yourself, what are you doing to break out of that mindset? What are you doing to try to change your life? What are you doing?
You can't do it alone.
I know you. No.
And it's hard.
That's
Spread the word to the next.
Yeah.
But at the same time, in this day and time, it's hard to have unity. It's hard to go to projects and say, hey, bro, we doing this. But it's easy to say, hey, we gonna ride on this nigga.
But you know what?
It's
hard to
pretty
be like, man,
hard,
you know
though.
what? We gonna
As long as you think it's hard to go into
It
the
is.
project, you're not going to go
Right.
into the projects and do it, because I have went into the project
I tried
and
I mean, shout out to the Rock Church. The Rock Church, them white people coming in, come get them
With the
kids, and they was shout out. Now,
it's hard when they get older. It's hard when they get older.
we're not going to shout out the Rock Church.
That's familiar.
Yeah,
okay, but hold on. Let's shout out to the Rock Church for what they tried to outlook on what they tried to do. Because at the end of the day, before he got caught doing all of that fuck
Everybody
shit,
was sending their kids on that bus.
everybody was going to the Rock Church.
I wasn't.
I went to the Rock Church.
I was living in Fairfield. They
You know
pulled
what I'm
up and
saying?
I was like, something ain't right about them people.
Like, at the end of the day, and it was white people that was just all in the community. You seen them all down Hillside, all around Creighton, all in the projects.
You know why?
That's because they wanted a break.
They
No.
know they could get to
No.
I feel like that's why,
Great
because I ain't
funding.
never spent my
If I can
damn
go
shit.
get low income
money.
and poverty,
He was like-
I can get federal funding.
It's all about money. It's always
That's
been
how
about
they
money.
do
And then
it.
they can take, and then
You
it's
don't see
easier
them
to take
going to their own
advantage.
communities getting them.
You can take advantage.
But okay,
of-
I just
respect
like the
what they did.
idea. What are we doing to try to do that? Do we have buses as a whole going into our Luca and trying to do the same thing?
You don't have to have
You know what I
buses.
mean?
We gotta
I
start
think
it though.
people
We have to
It's
start
like
it.
you-
Back
That's what he
to
was
his
saying.
point.
We gotta
back to
start
his
it.
point,
I take
start-
people
it really,
in
that
my
ain't
house.
start one by one.
I don't let nobody
Really,
be home.
it's a
start one by one,
mindset.
There's things that
It's
you
one
can
because
do.
we can't like.
I
Literally,
ain't
we've
got no
been
bus.
separated so much. We can't come together as black. So
You know why?
We hold
What's
back so
the-
much knowledge.
The thing that we miss in the black community and culture is trust.
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
think that's
We
the biggest
afraid
thing.
to trust. When girls, you know what I do? It's so weird. When I'm in the club, girls say, buy me a drink. I say, give me $1.
Oh, he actually.
No,
I'm teaching them kingdom principles.
Yeah.
Give me $1.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to buy you a drink? You give me $1. When they give me $1, I give them 20. I want to see what's your trust level. If you can't trust me, why would I buy you spend my money on?
I'm doing that next time I go.
And I bet you, I'm gonna tell you, 90% of the women will call you broke because you ask them
Really?
for $1.
Because you asked them for $1?
Why would I ask you?
Yep.
Nah,
You
that's
gotta
real.
think.
Think about it.
Half
Hey.
of them go to the club, get their free before 9:30. They go back $20 to get their drink, and they trying to get drunk off the next man's money.
Wow.
So you buy me a drink, and half of y'all, I don't even drink. I just want to see, are you willing to trust me? If you can't trust me, why would I give you my money? I ain't no bank. And then if you take my money, I'm gonna tax you.
And for real, I just want to like, I've been having a problem lately.
gonna tax
For
them?
real,
Why not? I'm gonna write them off on taxes.
I'm not the whore that I used to
Give
be.
me my receipt.
Let me talk about it. I got some on my chest. I'm not the whore that I used to be. I'm not the whore that I used to be. I used to, man, you know, deal with different women every day. You feel what I'm saying? Now I'm subject to one or two or whatever. And for real,
That's a disclaimer.
that's a disclaimer. But for real, the women when I try to goddamn go at women that I really want, that I really see myself with, they don't want me.
Do you think it's the mind frame? They gotta cook for you and suck your dick all day.
Well, I don't really disclose that disclaimer right away. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, let's talk
I don't
about
really,
that.
so they don't
Why
know
don't
that they're
you
gonna
if
be
that's
sucking
what
dick
you
and shit
want?
all day.
Why be fake?
I think I know the
If that's
But
what
the thing
you
is,
want.
when I try to come at a woman on a platonic, honest, yada yada type
Oh,
of
see,
level,
I like
it's
honest.
not respected. But when I come as a dog, when you think I'm a dog and I portray a dog,
I can vouch for that.
I can get what I want from you.
It
And
might
that's
be the
crazy.
You
case.
feel what I'm saying? So I know that you're not the one that I really want because at the end of the day, you want the dog in me and not the good in me.
Let me ask you this though.
You feel what I'm saying?
So you're telling me that you go out and put your best self out here, and the women you talking to don't want it. So
Yeah,
so
why?
so in
Yeah,
that,
that's kinda,
so hold on.
strange.
So in that,
No, the
hold on,
women
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on,
I'm with you.
So you're telling me you're putting the best of yourself out
where
here.
are you putting it out
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Sorry, go ahead.
So you're putting it out here. Whatever these women you're encountering, they don't want it. But when you lower yourself down and be a dog, they all over you. That means you got to change your environment.
Yes.
And don't
I was ready to say the same thing.
Don't let these people bring you down. If you gonna put the best of yourself out there, go put that out there somewhere else.
Bro, short pumpers put it out there.
Yeah, that's gonna accept it.
We going to short pump to put our best self.
With the white women, with the cunt, with the cunt. Now, at the end of the day, I'm not out there.
I'm working Goochland. I know.
When I'm offering my best me, when I'm offering my best me and my honest me, I'm not on Creighton Road, I'm not on Selden, I'm not on South Lawn.
Oh God,
You feel what I'm saying? I'm not even, you know, I'm in a average community.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? I'm not hollering at the joints that get food stamps and shit. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not hollering at joints on Medicaid. I'm hollering at standard joints that work real 9 to 5s that take care of their business.
Now,
And I'm rejected when I try to give them the upstanding me.
What's the upstanding you?
ho.
we
Now,
want
it could be.
Because it's two sides to every man. So like,
Because I feel like
It could be.
I don't understand why you're giving women different views. Like, why can't you just be yourself?
Yeah.
Like, you want somebody to accept you for who you are, but you're not even being authentic.
Well,
I just don't understand that.
At the end of the day, okay, let's talk about me. Now I feel like I have to bring out my history. I like that. Now, boom, let's say I grew up poverty. I ain't even say I grew up poverty. I grew up around poverty. So in the day, I was a certain way. I was a street thug, how I was perceived. You feel what I'm saying? So I can give you what I'm perceived as, or I can give you what's really in my mind and in my heart and soul.
That has to.
You feel what I'm saying?
That has to be tiring.
Yeah.
That has to be really tiring to do that.
That's
To jump back and
It's
forth.
hard for me.
That has to be really tiring.
Hey, for me,
that
that is hard for
That has to
me.
be really tiring, man.
It's draining.
Yeah.
From being the entertainer Woody
Yeah.
to go to Christopher, that's hard and draining.
like for real.
Because they would see me in the club as a dancer, they would see me on tour, they would see me with all the celebrities, and they want that. I don't want y'all to have
like
a part of me.
Like dealing with shit
I
like,
want y'all to
you know,
see the real
they-
me.
they-
So
they-
to
they
keep
turn
flipping
the
that switch
suicide.
on and off,
Or they trying to OD.
I just say forget it.
That's draining.
And
that's
turn
not-
into a
That's
hoe.
not who they
that's a
are.
lot, though.
That's not who they are.
So what would it take
And
for
that's-
y'all
and
to
that's
just be your
something he
authentic
actually
self,
really
for
gave
them not
you-
to see
He actually, I
that
really salute
celebrity
that.
side
You
or-
really gave something
It's impossible for
that's
me.
really what you
Why
want.
is it impossible? No,
Because
not
I
impossible
do
for
that,
them to see,
bro.
but what would
Like,
it take for you to just be your authentic self?
You try to be yourself, but they get caught up and wrapped in the status quo.
Exactly.
That goes back
what-
to everything.
Alright, so
If you know
so
that,
my
Get
thing
fake
is-
ass, get fake titties, change your face,
What?
change your appearance, everything.
So
It
my
go back to
thing
all this
is,
shit. What we
say
talking
for
about?
instance,
This is like
They
Serena
not trying to be
Williams.
themselves.
Serena Williams just changed her skin color.
I have nothing to do with that.
But while we speaking on me, she faking it
She
too.
married a white man.
No, a lot of women, no, a lot of women fake. A lot of women fake. A lot of women be on Instagram looking at obsessed with other women bodies, everything. 99% of women like right now, like, and they do it. I need designer. I need designer. I need this.
Oh, this shit just tell me to be real with myself. When all these women buying fake lashes, fake nails, everything's fake about you, but you want me to be real. Everything's fake about you, but you want me to be real.
Everything fake about you.
You cannot say all women.
But do you know what that is? That's you. That's you. Like we were talking about earlier. You focusing on everybody else
Instead of just focusing
instead
on
of focusing on yourself. And that's why we keep saying that's what you got to do first.
You can't.
You're focusing on women who get fake asses and fake legs. Don't worry about them. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm doing me, but this is who is in front of me and who I wouldn't mind putting my dick in.
But let's be real.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
That's bad. I don't go out to Kiki's to go find a wife. I go out to Kiki's to get some pussy. I don't go to main stage to get a wife. I go to main stage to get some pussy. Yeah, that's what we looking at.
And I go to District 5 to get some cut.
Get your fat. One thing.
And you gotta realize.
You go find a wife in it.
You have to realize
I'm
men
sorry,
are
right?
attracted to sight.
Yes.
So that's the first thing. Sight is what's going to get us
In the first place.
in the first place.
Yeah.
A woman will lead by emotions and feelings.
Because we're emotional creatures.
Emotional beings.
Okay, yes.
Oh my God.
Creatures and beings is two different
different
things.
things.
You're right. Sorry.
So you are an emotional being that will operate in emotions. Even though the man seems physical, that's why you have to be careful about the soul tie. Because the physical can make you walk, and you'll leave the man heartless.
God damn.
Dangerous.
God damn.
That's why
And even
you
men
have
heartless.
men.
All the women out there listening.
Now you have men who would not give a woman thou true self because y'all realize that man don't supposed to hurt.
I'm sorry, what?
Man.
You're not supposed to.
No.
A lot of women
get
feel.
loud.
Oh, okay.
Like a man is not
I know.
emotional
Yeah, I know that.
and that's what I feel.
Because when he hurt,
But
he turned cold.
Yes, sir.
He
And we
turned- he
shut
really
But a
down.
lot of women feel that men don't have feelings.
No.
And it's vice
He should
versa.
not
A lot
feel
of women have been hurt by men, and a lot of men have been scorned by women,
True.
and they act
know,
certain way.
You know, I listened to that song "Trading Places" by Usher.
Yeah,
It ain't talking about no physical. He wants to switch roles spiritually with that woman. And people listen to that song. That man say, "I want to trade places with you. Let you lead sometime, and I have no problem with you leading." Why do we have to have roles in relationships?
Exactly.
No, that's
Exactly.
Right, man.
And like,
No.
we've been
No
saying
more.
this all
No,
night.
everything adds
Into something.
Yes.
everything.
This is what I say. When
You
people
should not
say,
be no role.
Because you know, women
Let's
and
live
men
life.
both have
Let's live life.
aspects.
Yeah, sometimes you get your ass out there and cut the grass.
Hold on.
You go cut the grass.
So wait, if a man
I would tell
disrespects me,
somebody to do it, but I'm not going to
if
go
a
out
man
there and cut the
disrespects
grass.
and you with me,
Don't be.
You're not gonna do nothing.
Don't try to act like. Don't try.
you're not gonna do nothing.
No. Don't try to act
If
like a
I didn't do
man.
no,
When you talking that shit.
No, I'm not
Hey,
saying that. Wait, you're missing the point,
you're
baby.
speaking of.
Because it's still a
Protection.
role.
It's an action to a reaction, man. That's
No,
how I feel.
There is.
It's an action to a reaction, bro.
That is a respect.
Know your place.
He has to know his identity as a man.
Facts.
When we speak of roles,
He
we're
is
talking
an
about
alpha,
physical.
man.
There's nothing wrong with a man.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with a man
Yeah.
washing clothes. There's nothing
Facts.
wrong with it.
And dishes, etc.
Yeah,
Yes, but a woman
I
ain't
hope
always
y'all
got to
did.
do it. But then I
Dirty-
realized
dirty- have no
we are
dirty
so
houses
caught up
around
in
here.
this 50-50. Do you believe a relationship is 50-50?
No.
It's 100.
That's it. So if you only giving me 50%, where's your other 50 going?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 100.
Factory.
Where is your
If
other
I'm down, I want my woman. If I'm down, I want
Outside
my
of that
woman.
relationship.
If I'm
That's
down,
what
I
it
want my
is.
woman. Shit, I could go to my woman. I should not have to go to a young guy. Or if I'm down, that's life. If I'm down, I done been down multiple times, and my woman held me down. I'm gonna go to my woman and be like, shit, man, I need 10 bands right quick. If I need 10 bands, I should not go to a you don't have it. why we in a relationship then? Why the fuck we in a relationship? I mean, being real. Why the fuck we in a fucking relationship then if you can't hold me down? Or I can't hold you the real shit. You want me to throw me to the wood? You will tell me right now that you don't have no motherfucking, and I've been paying bills and I fall off, and I'm telling you, I need 10 bands, and you ain't been spending nothing, and this bitch you just been laying sitting in the fucking house. Oh, that's real shit.
It sounds very personal.
Man, I need 10. Yo, facts.
I need 10.
Man, I need 10 bands.
I need 10 bands.
Oh, you want 10
I need
bands?
it now.
Oh, I'm going to this other bitch. They gonna give me 10 bands.
Straight up. This bitch over here, over there.
Yeah, right now. They have to call. Hey, Shorty.
Straight up.
Give me a brick. Call your brother, give me a brick. Fuck you mean?
I can't deal with y'all.
Yeah, straight up. I need 10,000 and I need it now.
Why you gonna be what I'm talking about is why you gonna be in a relationship then? If you can't, and vice versa too though. It ain't on one side. It's vice versa too though.
If I can't depend on you.
If I can't depend, I'm down.
I'm not gonna have a dependent. I'm
too,
not
though.
fucking with an independent. And I feel women that don't want, but a lot of women are taking care of goddamn men that's dependent. Y'all motherfuckers is dependent. And you're not out there. Like, how can you be a man and your woman is the man? You feel what I'm saying?
And that will make a man. That will make a man. And then that will relationship fall off.
Exactly.
Because
now
you
she got the balls.
You're not letting him be a man.
She got the nuts.
You're not letting him be a man.
She got the sack, the covering.
No, let him go. If you don't have a child, let him go grind and do that shit. Let him go like, man, nigga. If he got the ambition, the passion, like, man, no, man, fuck that. I don't want your. Let me go and go do this shit.
You're supposed to have that ambition.
I ain't gonna sacrifice my life for to go make a bag for y'all. It's a relationship, and I want all y'all to know, a relationship is not gonna work if you don't let that man be a fucking man.
Exactly.
You understand? A relationship is not gonna fucking work. He's gonna cheat on you. He's gonna find another love. Eventually. Being real. You have to let him be. You don't have a. Man, you put to motivate him. Man, you know what? Man, go off that bitch and go get some money. I'm go for how you go get it.
And ladies motivate.
That will motivate a nigga. Oh, you know what? Oh my bad. Yeah, that's right.
What you
I'm talking
say
about.
is
I got you, baby. I'm gonna take care of you.
I'm talking about before the
That's not a man.
interview.
That's a
Pop
little
him off good before the interview.
Yeah, talk him off good.
He gonna go get that job. He
Super
gonna
good.
get that job. He gonna sell himself because he gonna want to keep getting that hand that you gave him before he went to go to the
That's right.
You get what I'm saying?
Sometimes a
Straight
lot
up.
of men get real comfortable.
You know what I mean?
Sometimes men get comfortable and they don't do what they're supposed to do.
Yeah,
I feel like if I'm here, you need to be there or at least try to get there. At least have a job, a place, and a car. Bare minimum.
Why you can't build it together?
Oh.
Because I'm not about building a man.
Oh, you not. Oh, no,
Well, that's the
that's her opinion. No, that's her opinion.
I'm not
That's
about
her
But she put stipulations on it.
No.
At the end of the day,
That's her opinion.
I can try.
I'm not saying if you didn't have all three, it's a done deal. But what I'm saying is, if I get with you, you may not have all of it. But if you get comfortable because I'm doing all of this and you're not doing shit, then it's a wrap. That's why I said some people get comfortable. Some men get
Now, at the
comfortable.
end of the day, I was in love with a chick that worked at motherfucking Lee's Chicken. And I was at GRTC.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I had other bitches calling her a biscuit bitch. You feel what I'm saying?
Where she is?
A biscuit bitch. But I love that biscuit bitch.
Hey, you got Lee's Chicken.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's a biscuit bitch.
And like at the end of the day, it was time like that. Yeah, more money, more problem. So being that I made more money, I had more bills and had more financial.
It wasn't a
debt.
problem.
So at the end of the day, it was times where she was like, "Yeah, what you need? What you need? $100, $200?" She was able to give it, and she's a biscuit bitch.
Right.
She's a biscuit bitch, and she was able to goddamn look out.
That's okay. That's for y'all.
Exactly.
That Lee's money paid your.
Exactly. So at the end of the day,
Can I get me a biscuit? I need one.
and she, like I said, she didn't have no car. She got around on public transportation.
Oh, she
This
was
and the
grateful.
third. Like, but at the end of the day, she got her hair stayed done and she did what she had to do and goddamn, you know what I mean?
That's a wife. That's a wife.
That's
That's
her.
a
That's like
Go
duty.
back and get her.
That's a
That sound like
Did you
duty.
say you better go back and
She
get
want
it?
to do her duty for you.
He wasn't white.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, and it's like,
I don't like what you say.
What I say?
I don't like what you
A
say.
woman will adopt her life.
I don't mean
You know I don't like that. Rephrase it or something, Jack. I don't like when you say duty.
It's like,
fucking do it.
It's pretty. Like we talking about.
Do it. Fuck do it. We boycott do it.
It's like we was talking about marriages. We talking about marriages.
We boycott marriages too.
Their businesses.
Right now.
So
Right now.
in your business, we all got jobs.
Get to the bag.
You do your
He
job
said get to the
at work,
bag.
so
I
you can
can't
get
deal
paid.
with it.
It's the same thing. It's the
I
same
used to
thing.
want to take me on a
You can't take
vacation.
it. You have to pay
I'm
when
making
it comes to
it
money.
home.
I'm always trying to understand this. When it comes to money, you say, "So I can't hear that shit," right? Hey, women, that's hearing us. It's a lot of y'all. But I'm just saying, when it comes to money, you have to pay for your fucking life. You have to pay for your kids' life. Man, it's about fucking money. Listen to me, queen. No, listen to me, queen. No, listen to me, queen. Listen to me, king. I'm telling y'all, it's about fucking money.
Always.
This bitch around, this man, every walk we walk, man, we walking on fucking money. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It's about fucking money. Fuck love right now.
Go across the highway.
I'm being fucking real. I'm talking about
But-
fucking money. Get some fucking money, and
But
then
slow.
when you get to a certain standard,
But slow.
and
It's
so
about-
like that you done made success.
It's all about
or
what you
wealth
do
or
with that money, too.
Then you straight think about
It's
some
about what
fucking
you
love
do
and
with that
marriage
money
or something.
too. They calling money the root of evil. Now you can use your money.
No, that's
the
a
love
white
of
man
money,
saying
not
that
money.
shit for to have
It's the
control.
love.
It's the
For to have control,
love.
you know why?
Money
They
is
out
the
for money.
root. It don't say love.
They
of
been
money.
building this bitch
They
on money,
do
right?
not say love
They
of
been
money.
building this bitch on money.
It's the
So a
love
white
of
man
money.
trying
Root
to,
of all evil.
they don't want you to straight get no fucking money.
They try to
want you to get no money.
to keep you, you know.
And they say all this shit is
You
brainwashed.
can use your money to do
What you talking
good.
about?
You can
This shit,
use
man,
your
don't want
money
you
to
get no
do
money.
good.
I need 5,000.
Oh,
you can use your money to
teach y'all how
do
to make
bad.
some money for real. Who got 5,000?
Oh, where's she? Oh, where's she?
So this is what I started doing. I started buying land, leasing it to Century 21.
5,000? I will call you tomorrow. What's up?
Let's do it. Buy the land
Okay.
and lease it to the relevant company. So when they get paid, you have your hand out too.
But why? Or you can go get your real estate license and be the
No,
real
see, I don't want.
company.
The problem with the black community, we keep trying to recreate the wheel.
Yeah,
Right.
Why recreate a wheel?
Why? But why?
Right, yeah.
I'm gonna lease my land to the white man, so when they get that mortgage, I want mine too. That's all these houses on this belong to me. This is my land.
But if you get enough land, then you want all those houses anyways. It's still gonna belong to you, and you're not putting a cut into somebody
I'm
else.
alright with the cut. I'm okay with it. It's less paperwork I gotta go through, and the white people go make sure that our documentation's in line.
More money, less liability.
Thank you.
But why you feel like black people are not gonna make sure the documentation is in line?
How many of us got PPP loans illegally?
Illegal.
Facts.
They all go to jail.
Facts.
Y'all going to the feds.
I have a nonprofit.
I went down
Y'all
the
ass going
list
to
and
the
I did
feds. They looking for
see
you right now.
and it's ridiculous how the ones who I know in the city who got real businesses.
I have a real business,
not.
and I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I have a real LLC. Didn't get it.
Me.
Yeah,
So,
it's
all that.
Me, back over now. Yeah.
Didn't get it. But it's people with Bone Quisha and Thugs LLC that's got it. You know what I'm saying? Bone Quisha and Thugs LLC.
Listen.
Oh, they ready to get burnt.
You know
But you
what
know,
I mean?
that was a setup. That should let you know if you went, because I went down the list just to
I
see.
ain't even look at this list.
If you see all the legit businesses, because I know a lot of business owners, they got denied for the loans, or they
I did.
maybe got offered like small minimums for some shit that they
I have a
already
nonprofit,
got in
12
their
years.
account, double, triple, like $4,000 something. If I'm not gonna pay taxes back on $4,000. That is a little bit. That's toilet tissue. So, but the people who you know,
Ain't got shit.
that was just a setup from the government from the start, because they're at a point where, you know, the United States already have the most legal slaves. It is no other country that have as many people incarcerated like the United States. So we are capitalism. The best way to make money is through slaves. So now we done offered free money, and they're about to do it again. So we done offered free money to do what? Give people automatic fed time. This is automatic.
And you're gonna lose your ability to vote.
time.
Yes. You're gonna lose
And
your
you
ability
know,
to vote.
I was ready to say, and the main thing you're gonna do is lose your ability
To vote.
to have a voice in this country.
Yep.
Y'all really think voting matter for real?
Hell no.
No.
Local, yeah. Local.
I'm independent.
Local.
I'm talking about any level.
Nah, local, nah, outside
Like,
local.
I don't give a fuck about that shit.
So I mean, y'all be careful with that free money, everybody.
I want my money and I want my money.
Knock the camera over.
Oh, no, it died. It died.
I enjoyed this, y'all.
Y'all funny, ain't really though. It is 9 o'clock. I'm going.
Where you going?
Yeah,
you ain't nobody checking in too.
No, I don't have anybody to check in to. But, oh my goodness. Actually, I have to drink.
High five, brother. I got the one with the ponytail. No, just fucking with it.
Not the butt.
You got the what?
I know y'all not being disrespectful.
You got the bun.
Don't play with me. I was sessions with y'all for R&B. Don't play with me.
Oh my God. Hey, listen.
I'm
But
gone.
it was great. I done met some very genius,
Hey, yo, this
very
hey,
intelligent,
can you commit to
grown
this every
kings
Sunday?
and queens. I love it.
6 o'clock. We got Woody in the building. We got Woody.
the
What's up?
great Woody in the building.
Good job. Y'all want to, you know what I mean? Y'all commit to this Sunday at 6?
Maybe not every Sunday. Because I do, okay, so I'm a chef. So I do meal preps on Saturdays and Sundays. So like sometimes
Do 'em on
I might,
Saturday?
I could come, but it'll just be a little late.
You want me to say?
But I can definitely like.
Hey, bring food. Don't come empty-handed.
I said we like to eat.
Yeah, next time over.
Don't come empty-handed. I love gifts. How much, brother?
How much what? What you about to ask?
How much you need?
How
How much you need? Don't come empty-handed. That's what I'm
Hey,
saying.
what y'all want?
We gotta help people, man. Oh, you getting me a
Hey,
card?
hey, we're gonna go down the line and getting off and gonna talk about what the hell we got going on as individuals. I'm gonna start.
God, y'all don't want to know my life for real.
Me, like I say, I go by the name of Corey Royalty. I have an LLC, Tri-Speed Entertainment. I have studio time. I have a power washing business. I can detail your house, car, or heavy duty equipment, dump truck, tractor trailer, yada yada yada. I also, like I say, do music. You can find my music on all your digital platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, yada yada yada, YouTube. Just type in that special name, Corey Royalty.
All right, my name is Royce. I work at UPS. I'm a security supervisor at UPS. I'm around here just trying to learn as much as I can, network with as many people as I can. I know I'm not on some of y'all's level yet, but that's what I'm working towards. I'm researching stock, ETFs, IRAs,
I have somebody who
401ks.
does free stock market classes.
Okay. And I'm thinking about going back to school for game design. You know, so what brought me here? Eric brought me here. Just good conversation. I just want black people to win. That's all I want. Like I don't want to hate on nobody. I want all black people to win.
We all agree on
That's all I want.
What about you, man?
I am Obadiah. I go by Obi or O and Chef O. I have my catering business, Legacy Catering. Cater anywhere I travel, I do meal prep, all of that. You can hit me on Legacy Catering VA on Facebook and on Instagram. Yeah, I always been coming here. My son comes here to get his haircut, so I always bring food when I come. Anytime I'm doing like lunches or dinners on a Friday or whatever. So.
Show?
You gotta project your voice.
Can't see you.
Wanna get
Oh,
up?
I'm on the camera. Oh, okay. But I thought it was over. My bad. I thought we was just shooting shit. I thought.
Yeah, I did too.
Alright, so yeah, I'm Show. I sing, write, arrange, produce music. Father of many. E, my uncle, actually introduced me to music a long time ago. Shit, man, I'm just somebody trying to do something. Shit, like I said, it ain't shit I haven't done. comedy, suck the debt, acting.
What? Hold on.
That was trash.
Hey, next. Y'all got scratched.
No, I'm gonna keep it a buck now for real. That was trash. So
It's crazy out here, yo.
I got you.
But also real shit. Nah, like I said, you can check the music on Spotify, YouTube, and all that shit. Me and Corey got a project out, the Magic Johnson EP. The album ready to drop sometime in the next month or so. We're working on that right now. And shit, just chilling, man. You know, trying to survive. Teach my kids to be better than me.
Me.
Still divide.
Right. But no, my name's Twan. I am a entrepreneur. I can do any fucking thing I want, but I'm very into fashion right now. I have my own clothing line, Huncho Gang. Go get it. I'll be in a city near you very soon. And that's me. Shout out to my baby girl, Journey. Love you, honey. You the most beautiful thing in my life, right? And that's it, man. You know, I just want to see the black person win. That's it, right?
After that shit last, hey, what's going on, y'all? Follow me on Facebook, DJ Elon, ELON. Follow me on Instagram, _DJ Elon. Every Friday, catch me at Mom's Taco Shop. This Saturday, we have the Black Pop-Up Shop at Rick's Rocks Cafe. After the pop-up shop, we got a comedy show going on. Following week, the following Saturday, me in Chesterfield, we got another 90s Black pop-up shop. So I'm up here. Hit me up, like I said.
DJ Elon, Mr. Woody.
Well, I'm Woody from the Woody Foundation. 12 years. Been a long haul. It has. Black man in the Commonwealth. Yeah. Long haul. I help youth, help families in need. I have my hands in a little bit of everything. I can go on and on, but I'm gonna pass it on.
Woody, yeah, hold on, he ain't Spanish.
Hold on,
He ain't
first
Spanish.
thing.
We got somebody that ran for everything in this goddamn set. Stop it right there. Come on, man. Come on, man.
For real,
Come on, man.
I talk, bro.
We got somebody powerful in the building, man.
Give him some, bro. Shit.
Oh man, I ran for school board. When I ran for school board, I was tired of looking for it, but I also did it to own Petersburg. When they didn't have money, I owned Petersburg. In order to play that game, you have to sit at the table with them. Oh man, last year, all about NASCAR, first black African American feature on NASCAR. As a living donor, I'm a kidney donor. I'm ready to donate 40% of my liver to a child. Oh man, I'm part of one casino and resort, part of the Washington Redskins, part of the city of Richmond, the bar administration. Oh man, I can go on and on.
We
got to do
I ain't going out the way. Go ahead.
My man.
I'm Sean.
No one.
I'm a personal trainer, so if you need anybody work out, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah.
That's why you see them with fried chicken.
I'm a vegan too.
You got a package for everybody already, though.
I do.
You got everybody.
Anytime you want to work out, let me know. I'll be going to Bird Park or Rockwood, Iron Bridge. You know what I'm saying?
How much you charge?
Right now, it's free right now.
Ain't nothing free, bro.
Oh, I
Y'all
know.
can work out. We can get everybody.
You got Instagram, Facebook? Put it out there.
Sean Jefferson. Actually, Sean D. Jefferson 824. That's my Instagram.
Instagram, okay.
Yeah, just, you know what I'm saying? I just stay in shape, got 4 kids, and vegan, and I want to keep the peace, and you know what I'm saying? See Black people rise up to the top, too.
Health is wealth, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, so about vegan, like, so what did you use when you got rid of chicken?
It took me, when I started eating chicken was 2 years ago, so what I did was I slowly cut it off. I cut cheese off in January, and I cut chicken off in June. So now I'm officially, you know what I'm saying, vegan now.
Because I got some chickens in my backyard. I've been on chicken for like 19 months, but like I be eating a lot of junk food because I can't.
The craving come back. Did you go to the Black Vegan Experience last week? No.
Yeah.
I'm not a vegan, but I
Yeah, I went
That's
to
the other
that.
problem I have with
High in
vegan shit. A
sodium,
lot of
that's the
vegan
only
shit
thing.
is like a lot of soy.
Sodium.
Yeah, so you
A
gotta
lot
make
of
it
soy,
from
too.
scratch. You gotta mix it
Right,
from scratch.
yeah.
Okay, that's
Soy
a
is not
buy
good.
it
The
in
soy
soy.
blows you up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Soy
'cause I
blow-
don't like
it's not
soy
good
at all.
for you.
Yeah, it makes me
Yeah, it's definitely.
All right, what we got over here, man?
All right, so I'm Michelle. They call me Auntie in the Hood. I'm the real No Child Left Behind mama of the hood. I have a lot of adopted kids. My door is always open. I feed all the kids. Nobody is hungry when I live around them.
I got 10 more outbreaks here.
You could bring them on. But no, so I bartend. I do catering sometimes. I sell cars on the side, and I throw exotic parties on the side. He knows this.
What's exciting about
You know where the woman drop it low.
Oh, okay.
Low money.
Yeah.
But those are just some of my side hustles. You can definitely check out. I mean, you got Cash for Cars on Facebook. Good Eats is on Facebook. My Facebook name is Minnie. They call me Minnie. It's outside though. Minnie Hudson, and then it's Michelle Allworld on Instagram. So
Is that tattoo a scale?
yes, I'm a Libra.
What day?
October 5th.
Crazy. I'm the 13th.
It's a 10.
I'm the 13th. Okay. Yeah.
The dumb way.
I'm not crazy.
Don't
We
they
were
ask you?
created to bring balance. So whatever common energy you get around, that's
No,
it.
you
Libras are
nasty,
very
baby.
Respect. And my oldest son is 19, so yeah. And my dad was in
Little bit.
But yeah, so that's me. My life isn't too complicated. I like everything to be as simple and real as possible. I don't like things that's not authentic.
Oh, she tried to throw a shot at you.
I ain't throw no shot.
She threw a shot at
She
me.
threw a shot at you on the low.
That's all right. Y'all, thanks for joining in with this Sunday at 6. Sunday at 6. Sunday at 6. Every Sunday at 6. Shop talk.
I'll be back. I do not do that. I like this shit.
She told me she loved me, yeah, that's what they all say. That's just game she run me, yeah, that's just how she play. In my pretty yeah, that's where she will lay. When she texts me crazy, I know just what to say. My queen, when these get wings, she just my speed.
I'm just a dancer.
Feel
That's all
my
I do.
queen, when these get wings, she just my speed. I think I feel my queen.
All right, y'all.
I think I found my queen when these get weak, she just my speed.
Alright, y'all take it easy.
I go out my way, she's a queen, I'ma make her day. I do all I can to keep smiles on her face. Come from behind and around her waist. But we go, dance to the rhythm, how the beat go. Got her back sweating like a Migo. Take my breath away like a Revo. Girl, now that I got her dancing, beautiful as ever, she's so fantastic. Push up on her mama like I'm romantic. Body stack right and her thighs gigantic. She the best yet that I have landed. Try to keep composure, but I can't manage. Move so enticing and I get frantic. Back kicking in and I can't manage. You know, I'm a big stepper, give me kudos. I'm a big dog, call me Cujo. I'ma get it in with the boodle. I'ma pick it up if it's too slow. Yeah, too slow. I'm a big stepper, give me kudos. I'ma get it in with the boodle. Yeah. She told me she loved me. Yeah, that's what they all say. That's just game she running. Yeah, that's just how she play. In my bed this evening. Yeah, that's where she will lay. When she takes me crazy, I know just what to say. I think I found my queen when these get weak, she just my speed. I think I found my queen when these get weak, she just my speed. I think I found my queen when these get weak, she just my speed. I think I found my queen when these get weak, she just my speed. I think I found my queen.